What up, Terry?
What's going on, baby?
Man, whew, boy, it was a lot today going on.
Man, I see.
Yeah, man, it's whew. Boy, I thought it was gonna be kind of a laid back sports day, and from when I woke up this morning, getting ready for work, I was like, okay, it's pretty laid back today. We had the NCAA tournament. You got the backdrop, everybody getting ready for the next week. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For the Sweet 16, whatever. You got the backlash of the not too many upsets and all that. Damn,
Well,
man.
you really just ain't had no breakout star neither. You got
Right.
everybody on. You got everybody on Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag. I mean, I don't see it, but he good.
Yeah.
He ain't no extraordinary person. A baller or nothing. That what I seen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, from what I see now, I mean, he got potential. He looked like he could do something. Uh, he ain't breaking in the league like he's Magic and Bird, but he's breaking in like a Zion. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
Zion
I
kind of
mean,
broke in.
but is he? I mean, I compare him to Dalton Connect.
Oh, really?
I
Hey,
mean,
I give a
he,
little
I
more than that.
don't, I don't, I don't, I don't think he that, but I don't even think he that dynamic though. That
Okay.
boy can play, man.
Connect
Dalton
can hoop.
Connect.
Yeah, he's a pro. I mean, he's a pro. Connect, yeah, Connect is a pro now. He's one of those late developers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
You
came from
know,
a little school. He came from a mid major. Yeah, he came from a mid major too. He came from Northern Colorado, somewhere like that. Southern Colorado, somebody like that out there. And he went to Tennessee and
yeah,
balled
bro.
out. Southern Colorado, somebody like that out there.
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
No, you gotta say it again, bro.
uh,
No, you gotta say it again.
what that? Oh, you didn't hear me? You didn't hear me, bro? You didn't hear me, bro?
All right, Brown. My bad, man. I lost connection. I just
Oh
logged.
yeah.
I just logged back in.
Oh, okay. Hey, and another thing you gotta watch too on the TikTok. You gotta watch your icon, cause the other night I was muted and I didn't even know I was muted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Getting used to it, man. Getting used to it.
yeah.
I don't know if it kicked some people out or not, but there were some people in here earlier. I guess they'll get
Oh
back
well.
on.
Okay. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
was saying he to me
Connect.
he connect, but I don't think he as dynamic as connect. And see, that's what I'm saying. I ain't even watch on. I ain't even watch no college basketball this year. I watched Bama a couple times, but that's just cause they my team.
Yeah, they
But
ain't you
other
ain't
than
missed
that,
too much. You ain't missed too much.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, that's a lot of things they be talking about right now. Is like with the tournament, you don't have those. You don't have those Cinderella stories and all that right now at this
yeah,
point. But a lot of that is gonna come because the way it's set up. You're gonna have the have and the have nots. You ain't gonna have too many teams with the players that are pretty good, or like a Connect, for example, how he was overlooked and then he developed,
mm,
and then you got a team with some guys like that on it, or even a team like Wichita State when they were pretty good, or Creighton when they had their runs,
VCU, something
or
like VCU,
VCU.
yeah,
Yeah, them
yeah,
teams like that have players that stay 4 years. or longer, and because none of them are like first, lottery picks and stuff. So you don't
But
have those veteran teams beating them young all McDonald All Americans in their first year.
yeah, but then you had a lot of cats that were like you said under recruited, and there
Yeah,
was gems, and and then they really become the Cinderella of the tournament. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
By
yeah,
they play, and then they'll jump up and get drafted or whatever. But I just don't. It ain't even been that interesting to me.
yeah. And then to me, like with the tournament, all the courts look the same. Like everything looked the same, no matter where the game at. And
Well,
you know what I mean?
we know when Alabama and Auburn played last week, they played at the same play now.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Alabama in the East and Auburn in the South, but they play the first round. They play in the same play.
Right. They play in the same arena because they them first couple rounds they try to keep everybody from traveling as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then so like that, yeah, like, you're right. But I mean, like even the other arenas, like when you look at a game in over here and over there, and
Oh,
they
they
don't,
got the same flows and
yeah, just
everything.
nothing too, it's kind of bland to me.
Yeah.
But a lot of the issue, man, like say we were talking about it earlier, but you got all these teams where it's just you don't get to keep those veteran teams around long enough so that you can have the upset. Because I remember in where I'm at here in the middle of the state of Georgia. Think about when Mercer, remember Mercer beat Duke,
Yeah.
and really Mercer, the only way Mercer was gonna get in the tournament was to win the conference at the time, and so they won
Yeah.
it. They won it. They got in. They had a veteran team, um, and then they played Duke, who had I think Jabari Parker at the time, and he was a one and done. So, but they really Duke was in that window where they got the one and dones, but they had players leave, so they ain't really had no veterans, and then they really wasn't super, but they were supposed to be way better than Mercer, and Mercer pulled the upset. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
don't have those kind of setup right now, and it's gonna get worse if in my opinion,
Well,
because it's gonna get worse because these guys are the ones that do develop. Guess what they're doing? They're jumping in that portal and they're gonna sign
they
one
going to
quick.
get that money, man. I
Right.
don't blame them.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Not blaming them, but just as a result,
It's hurting the game.
that's what we're not gonna have as much anymore as those upsets. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
hurting the game.
Yeah.
But
What's
then
up? Oh, go ahead, Terry.
I was just gonna say about the women tournament. The reason why you ain't got no upsets in the women tournament, they got to get up out of that, putting it letting the high seed host the first two rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got home court
That
advantage.
yeah, I mean that ain't fair. I was the champion of my conference. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, what up, Dart and Tony? What
What's
up?
up? What's up?
What's happening? Yo, we
What's
in
going
here.
on?
We in here, man. 401 Live. Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure y'all check out Nard Report, and then check out the one and only on all social media platforms. But hey, um, we were just chopping in. Me and Terry was just in here chopping it up a little bit about the tournament. Just
Oh,
that transfer portal, man. Let's just knock that out before we get to the LeBron James. Because man, we want a couple more people to jump in. Cause we going I know Terry can't wait to say something about that one, uh, but with that transfer portal, right? Norfolk State head coach on the men's side, he came out and he said that not literally, but you know what I'm saying, Norfolk State JUCO, because what's happening is you develop a player, you get a player, okay, and then they gone. And that's what's happening with a lot of mid majors and whatever you consider less than mid majors. Uh, so that's the trend, guys. Y'all, do you still love it? Outside the players getting paid, do you like seeing that, or want to see more balance there? And I know Tub had answered that the other night about having a salary cap, but no, I don't know if you had too much to say about that.
I mean, to me, I feel like the players just got to do what they got to do to get paid. They're doing their part. It's just I don't know. They just don't want to pay them. But I
Well,
feel like
some
what you gonna say?
well, some of the schools don't have the same budgets though, so
Oh,
that's the catch-22 with it. It's like it's gonna take some more. 'Cause I tell y'all what, the team that lost to Alabama State, St. Francis, they just dropped from D1. They going down. They going to drop to D3. They already
D3 no scholarship.
yeah. So
That's
they they
crazy.
they falling out of that the D1 game. They like, hey, we just gonna go D3.
Yeah. I mean that's somewhere they can compete at. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Especially if they're gonna lose. If they got a good player and they're gonna lose, they
yeah,
might as well get a mediocre player and try to build him up.
yeah,
It's crazy, crazy, man.
yeah.
Welcome to the stripper game, partners. Welcome to the stripper game. Tell your school to get the weight up. Tell your school to get their money up. I ain't got no sympathy
yeah.
for
What's
them.
up with schools not having enough money?
Well, she. I mean,
The boy, don't nobody want to.
But
Everybody want to cry
well,
poor,
that's just
but don't
like
nobody want to address it.
okay.
But
Let's
that's
talk
just like
about it.
North Carolina. We was talking the other night when you said Norfolk State budget athletic budget ain't about $1 million, and
Yeah.
and one player getting $4 million.
It
That's crazy.
I, I I just don't see how it can be. It ain't.
It can't be equal.
It can't. It yeah. It just don't make sense. Why
Welcome to
one
the
school
stripping
is
game.
so? Well, how do you make a school that has that's one size against a school that's another size and is in, over the course of decades? So how do you get it where like you can have that?
These schools are. A lot of folks is acting like the major schools are new schools. These schools, some of these schools are over 100 years old.
Yeah.
They made
No,
the moves
Well,
early. We can put it
well,
on serious.
we
We can
ain't
put it
talking
on
about the
logical
major schools.
things.
We talking about the haves and the have not, the ones that ain't got no money. So, like he was
Okay,
saying,
we
same.
did we address this last time? No.
But what I'm
They
saying is,
they about to get creative
how
with
St.
making
Francis
moves
gonna pay
outside to
with
get
Duke
their
pay?
money up.
How St.
That's,
Francis gonna pay with Duke pay?
they gonna have to figure that out. That's on St. Francis to figure that out. But you can't be mad with Duke. I can't be mad with somebody else. That's like me saying I'm mad with Michael Jordan because he got all this money and he can do things I can't do. Well, he did some things that made him a lot of money that I didn't do. So I'm gonna be
I
mad.
understand what you're saying, but when your enrollment is, say your enrollment is 35,000,
Yeah.
35,000, and St. Francis enrollment is 2,000. They can't win.
You know what? Life ain't fair. You got
Come
big
on,
schools, you
man.
got little schools. You can, if you a little school,
I don't care what
all
they
you can
do.
do is go after the talent. That's all you can do, and hope they build. Yes, you can build them up, but you're gonna have to figure out a way. If you want to keep them, figure out a way to pay them. Yeah, because see, here's why. Oh, I can I don't like this because it's not allowing me to keep these kids who are super talented that didn't nobody know about.
Oh,
I can
I ain't
keep them
saying nothing
here.
about them not getting the money. No, don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
want them to get paid. But what we were talking about earlier, a lot of players are under recruited, so they have
Yes,
to go
that's
to the
true. We
they.
spoke on this. You absolutely right. And they develop in the mid majors and in the HBCU. And when they see that they are a standout talent, the major leagues start calling them. Major league being the top ten schools. That
So why?
shit happens. That's life.
So why do we have? But why do you have a league like this? Is a tournament right now for Division 1, or they have a Division 2 and Division tournament. So for Division 1, all these teams are in Division 1, but it's not a level situation as far as
Ask you a question.
rosters. So why even have them all in Division 1 then if you
Let
just
me
gonna have
interject. Let me
certain
interject with
teams?
that.
So you're gonna have
Hold
certain
on.
teams.
Mr. Forward, let me interject. Do you
Okay,
not
go ahead.
think the Power Five schools, if they had their way, they would go and be separate from everybody else? Believe it or not, they would do that if they could do it. However, then the problem comes in, the pushback is coming from the quote unquote mid majors and smaller schools that quote unquote can't compete financially.
Yeah.
that if you take them away, they're going to say you're hurting us because now we don't have the exposures because you took these guys away. In other words, there's no true way to quote unquote what you're talking about doing is turning college basketball into socialism. But and so even if okay, you saying you're looking at you're looking at it in terms of punishing the smaller teams because they quote unquote small alumni, less tradition, and don't have the bank account. But is
Okay.
it so if you make it even, aren't you punishing the bigger teams because they have the resources that they no longer can use?
Oh, okay, cool. I hear what you're saying on that, but that's
I
just
like how
like
you put that. I like that's my homeboy right there.
Yeah,
well,
because
that's cool. That's cool too.
He's
But what
saying
I'm
what I
saying,
see is smart. he he said
you
it,
know
he
but
put it in a way I
it.
couldn't
but
say
what
it.
No,
but
no.
what I'm
It's
saying,
go
but what
ahead,
I'm
Terry.
saying is, listen to this here. Okay, that's just like Vanderbilt in the SEC as far as football, all sports. Vanderbilt get an equal cut of the money. Them
Hmm.
schools don't get no equal cut of no money.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So they said if they send Alabama 50 million, they send Vanderbilt 50 million too. Now what
But
they do
why
with it, that's
is
on them.
Vanderbilt in the SEC?
Well, come on. It's just to boost the GPA. We know that.
And also
The Booster League
Vanderbilt carries the
Conference
name
GPA.
Vanderbilt behind it, and there's a whole money family that made sure that they were going to be
That's
where they wanted to
undergirding
be.
them. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's just the same. Because actually, what's funny about it is, if you really want to know the most quote unquote the biggest endowment of all colleges in this country are some of those schools in the Ivy League, but they choose not to play ball in the NCAA. I mean, they don't
right.
say choose they play. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
they'll play games or whatever, but they choose not to involve themselves in these peasants' games.
Cause they
Hmm.
don't have to. They money straight either way.
Right, but see, okay, they don't
I
get
don't
their
even
money
think no I don't even think no folks in the Ivy League get scholarship, do they?
They
not
get
to play,
grants.
not
Well,
athletic scholarship.
They get
they get
academic
grants.
scholarship and they get academic scholarship, right?
Right, they get grants. There's grants
Yeah,
and things like
Uh-uh.
that goes on in there.
Shit, I ain't finna go and pay to play no damn football.
because they target certain people. I mean, certain student athletes. I would think so. You know,
Certain incomes. They target certain income. That's what
yeah.
they doing.
But
We
I'm
know your
saying
folks got it.
right, but Corey, I get what you're saying on that. Like either way, you can look at it either side of the coin. This team getting punished because this group getting punished because they got it, and this one getting punished because they ain't got it. So it I guess depend on what side you looking at it from, what angle. But if they all gonna play in the same league, that don't seem even to me. Like
Well,
if you had
it ain't been
if you
even
got if
that
you had the
whole time.
NBA, but if you had
It
the
ain't been. It's
NBA,
not. It wouldn't even before the NIL era. So just to come out and say, oh, because of the NIL era, this ain't
Man,
fair.
you
It
still
ain't
on the
never been fair to you.
NIL,
You
man. That's what we
always
were talking
had a
about the other
disagreement.
night.
right,
That's what
but
we were talking about the other night.
right,
NIL, we just talking about is it fair for them to play in the
and
tournament.
I
No,
That's
mean,
all we
that's what
saying.
the Norfolk State head coach said. It brought it up. He made it as if the NIL era is the problem,
no, he
and
said
that's
the
what he keep
transfer.
going
No,
back
I
to.
No,
said
he
Is that
said
they
they were
keep
gonna be
trying to throw it on the
juiced.
NIL. It's not the NIL. It ain't never been fair for you.
From
what's up,
from what
what's
I
up, what's up, real quick. The Norfolk State coach is talking about the transfer portal. The
Well,
ESPN guys were talking about the NIL. They specifically used the letters NIL. The coach from Norfolk State is talking about when you get a player, he gets poached from you. That's that transfer portal thing. They leaving and going into
that's
the portal,
but that's been
right?
That's why we were
that's
talking about the
been going on.
contract the other night. That's why we were talking about the contract the other night.
And we said it out there. If you want to keep them there, put them on contract.
Whew.
That'll end all of that
Yeah,
What you,
because you can't renege on
on
a
no
written
contract.
agreement. Yeah,
that
unless you that player from Syracuse that went to Miami and just withdraw from the school.
But then on the same token,
yeah,
it becomes down to the negotiation. It's as a quote unquote team,
okay.
and you come in there and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna put you on a contract," and I'm quote unquote a 5-star number one prospect in the country. And I say, "I ain't signing your damn contract. What you gonna do then?" Let me
Then
go.
you in the same
Shit,
boat you was in before.
go where you want to go. And we'll holler at you on the next go round.
Okay, how many times are you going? How many of these schools got the balls to
Yeah.
do that?
I'm just saying, you gonna have to. You ain't got the money to pay them, boy.
Oh, I'm not talking about the money to pay them. I'm talking about
Well,
because what I'm
see, the
what I'm
thing,
getting at
You talking about the
what I'm
deal?
getting at is the issue now is I mean Brown, I don't really like the way the transfer portal work because it's just helter skelter as hell. It's all over the damn place.
Yeah.
But on the same token, you can only negotiate from a position of power, and it's just so happened that the players right now have the power because they are the ones in demand. But I'm one of those people that believe that give it another 3 or 4 years, the powers that be
oh,
are going to figure out a way to work this system how they want it to work.
it's gonna be union. It's gonna be unionized. You better bet that.
Mm.
I
It,
doubt they'll let them. They're going to fight
that's what
everything
they
in their
don't
power.
want them to do.
No, that's what I'm
That's
saying. They're
what they
not going to
don't
let them
want them to do.
unionize.
Man.
Because
Well,
you know if they
if you try,
unionize,
if they
then you
come
gotta
in
give
and
them
try
health
to,
insurance and everything.
if the NCAA try to overplay their hand and exert some dominance over this, that's what it's gonna end up being. It's gonna
And
end up being. It's gonna mirror the NBA.
Or them
It's gonna
schools.
understand,
have their
Tony.
players
Understand,
choose.
Tony. Yeah, but most people got to understand the NCAA does not have any power. It's not the
None.
NCAA. The
None.
NCAA is just a rules committee. Committee. It is basically a gentleman's agreement with all the conferences. Say, yeah, we're gonna let you guys make a rule, but
Man,
really,
this
they
umbrella.
don't. They
Always
don't.
off
They
the
don't
limit,
control
brother.
much at all. It's the enforcement of the individual schools that control everything. Because literally, the NCAA can give a team and can go into a conference. And if they would try to give, you ever notice the NCAA never goes after a conference. They always go after individual teams because if they went after a conference, the conference say, okay, we just won't play ball with y'all no more and kill their power.
Correct.
Right.
Well, that
The
And
well,
like
NCAA,
I
the
say, if
NCAA
the
has no control over how these teams run their
well.
quote unquote.
Okay, a good point, Corey. But that's going back to what Tony said. Man, Tony, I forget how long ago you said this, but when we was talking about HBCUs, and we was like, HBCUs should just break off and have their
and make
own
their
thing.
own.
They just had their own league.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while since we
it
talked
just
about it. Yeah.
right.
They need to go back.
And do whatever you want to do over here, just like Florida State. Like Florida State talking about I'm hearing now they talking about going to the Big Ten maybe. They're gonna be $140 million they got to pay to break loose, but then
Hmm.
and then the
But
eight the big it looked like the Big Ten and the SEC. If they eventually look like they gonna break off and be their own thing if everything's keep going the way it's going.
well, they already is. They just holding out for a minute. Cause really, if you really look at it, they really want both of them conferences to merge together and just make one big conference, a mega conference.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
And they
you
gonna
then
end up
you
playing
just
each other. They gonna end up just playing
you
each
you'll
other, and
play
everybody
you
else gonna have to do their own
yeah
thing.
and they got
you
all
you
the teams.
play you got to play in regions. They're gonna make them play
Yeah,
in regions.
and they have all the
Okay.
teams that matter too, right? All the
Yeah.
Okay.
teams of significance. They already ate up. They took two of them from one conference. They took Texas and Oklahoma. If you're gonna take any schools from there, they already kind of did a little erosion by taking A&M and Missouri first. But you see, they went and grabbed the big ones, and then Big Ten grabbing all those Pac-12 teams. It should be the Pac-1 now, right? About down to Pac-1, Pac-2. So
So
Yeah, they
what is
number
the
two
fear?
two teams over there.
What is the fear for the mid majors and the HBCUs to go off and do your own thing? That's the question I got right there. If you don't like the way things are being ran under this umbrella over here, you
mhm.
can go take your ball and do something else. Make your own rules, make your own conferences, make your own separate collegiate league. You don't have to
Hey,
be
I'm
there
gonna
and
tell you.
complain about it.
I,
I
I'm
don't
gonna tell you
understand it.
what. I'm gonna tell you where they messed up. HBCU. You remember back in the day when we was young, HBCUs played a game of the week on BET.
yep.
Hmm.
You remember
Uh-huh.
that? And
Yeah,
they
I
don't
remember
do
that.
that no more.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
BET,
And no,
now
no, no, no.
that
And the
came
other,
out
the
of
other,
the,
the
they got
other
to they
big
got to get a they got to get a TV contract. That's
Well,
what
well,
we
that's
said
that's
and,
what
that.
and
they
the
got to
other,
happen.
the other
We've been
part of it,
saying that.
well, Hot
the
Tub
other
said
part,
Netflix.
the other part
Hot
of
Tub
it.
said Netflix. Uh,
Netflix wide open for it.
yeah. No, go ahead, Corey.
uh, The other part of it
Netflix,
is
8 million
when they
homes.
got to the point where they stopped when they started chasing because most of those teams end up being one double A teams and they started chasing the one double A playoffs. versus playing their classics in the games they would have
hmm
in lieu of playing in the playoffs, and that also hurt them because then
Right.
when that was basically the nail in the coffin of the MEAC and what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They
We
should
Cause
break
talk.
that
hey
down
dog, I
right
remember
now
back. I
anyway.
remember back when we was in high school. Central out of Ohio played Alabama State up in the Silverdome and packed it out.
Right,
A
Central State,
classic.
right? That was Central
Central
State.
State, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they still have games like that. I think Jackson State and Grambling gonna play in Las Vegas in the fall. They gonna have a game over there this year. And then of course y'all know
They,
about some of those other classics that pack it out, but
yeah,
but they should do more of that. And then the televised part of it, get you a deal. I know, like I like the Netflix idea because that's 80 million homes right there, and everybody be streaming and stuff anyway. So
But
if
you, but check
they
what they
want
did
content,
though.
they want
Check
sports content, right?
check what they did. They had the opportunity to do that,
Okay.
but the HBCUs as a whole signed on to get their games aired by Byron Allen. If you know anything about Byron Allen's network, Byron Allen Network ain't really a network.
What is it?
Nobody
I don't know
watches
nothing
it.
about it. I don't know nothing about it.
His major acquisition to the network, the biggest thing on his network is the Weather Channel. Why would you sign that deal?
The
If you say,
weather.
and a lot of people will come back and say, "Oh, well, it's good that he signed with this black man." Man, Byron Allen don't know how to run a television network. He is getting advertised. He getting the bottom barrel advertising dollars. That's all he get, and he gets them because he comes to them to the advertisers and say, "I'm a black-owned network, and if you don't spend your ad money with me, I'm gonna take you to court." That's what he known for.
What?
Yes, that's what Byron Allen does.
He does sue the
Mm.
hell out of people. He ain't lying
That's
about that.
that's how it's his money.
Golly.
So why the hell would you sign a contract with him? Why wouldn't you thought to go with a Netflix? Netflix was begging for sports content. At the
Yeah.
same time, they signed that damn sorry ass deal with Byron Allen, and you
Wow.
still not get. Don't nobody even know where to find your games at.
Yeah, because I tried the HBCU.go because I think that's where it's supposed to be. It's an app. I downloaded it, and but I don't get to see the games that I really want to see. Now I get to see some games that's already been recorded, but they don't. It's like I was trying to tune in for some stuff and I couldn't find the ones I'm looking for. So I see that ESPN 3 have a lot of games on there, but you gotta
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
$100 a
and
year
you
or
too,
something.
ESPN, you too.
And
Yeah,
they're
but
like they're you know how they're getting that. They're having to license those games from Byron Allen because the TV rights for all HBCU games are under Byron Allen's network.
oh, they got a
So
No,
who
name.
benefits off
no,
of
no,
that? Nobody but
Tony.
Byron Allen.
No,
He
it's not.
really said,
It's not all the HBCUs. It's a percentage in certain conferences and certain contracts. But because when you get to the old MEAC, some of those teams have other affiliations that does not tie into that contract.
Hmm.
okay, so
You're
that
just
not all of
you're
them, but a
specific. You're
lot of them
specifically
signed into it.
well. You're specifically talking about like the SWAC and what's the other one? SIA. Some of those the
Uh-huh.
traditional conferences. But really, like the old MEAC is non-existent because you got
Well, they got
most of
17. They got
Yeah.
seven or 18.
Yeah,
And
they
the
yeah.
got
SWAT
four.
got like 12 or 14.
Yeah.
So
But
They
why
combine and
not?
be 18 teams deep in football. They could be about 18 deep.
No, they
So
can
why
go
not
back to the
just make your
MEAC and the
own
SWAC.
conference? If they went out and made their own conference, if all the conferences under the HBCU umbrella got together, say we're gonna move over here and do our own thing. You got
Yeah.
enough teams, you got enough schools to do it, and then you can go out and get your own TV deals.
Yeah.
You don't have to. The way they doing it
so
it
they
don't make no sense.
Yeah.
they can do their own. They can do their own playoff. All you got to do is
Yes.
have. You can have the SWAC, the MEAC, the SAIAT.
It's like see.
Well, Miles don't play it. Miles and Tuskegee don't play it.
Now that's
And
It's
D2.
and
Miles,
and
Tuskegee,
But that's
Albany,
D2 now. They gonna move
Valley,
them up.
and all those guys.
They
But
gonna
see,
move them up.
there's no
no, Valley in the
forward
SWAC
thinking.
part.
Huh?
Valley in the SWAC.
They moved up to the SWAC then. Fort Valley moved up to the SWAC.
No, no, no,
Valley.
no.
I'm talking about Mississippi Valley.
I'm talking
Mississippi
about Fort
Valley.
Valley.
It's
Oh,
D1.
you talking about Fort Valley? Okay.
So they
And
but
But see,
Savannah
guess
State.
what? If you break off on your own, we ain't got to worry about that D1, D2, right?
uh-huh.
You could just be one
Yeah,
of
Well,
just have your
I
own
mean,
playoff.
well, you got to understand now the underlying difference between those two teams, say the SIA and the
them.
SWAT, is the number of scholarships. So there is a worry about it because you got to come up with the
Yeah,
money to have this many more
yeah,
scholarships.
that's
So
true.
But it, but if you
it's not
got, but if
apples
you
to
got a
apples.
TV, but if you got a TV contract, you can do that,
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
and you get everybody the same money.
Hey man, there's no college football on Netflix right now. They could be the first.
That would be a power move if they can get
Yeah,
together. But see, what's happening is they don't want to work together to do that.
Well,
that's
what we
sad.
said the other what we said the other night is always somebody got their damn hand in the fucking money.
And therein lies the problem. But see, and that wouldn't even be a
But
problem if you sign on together. It'll be more
well,
than enough money
to
for
Yeah,
you
be
to
It
get.
fair,
should be, it should be.
all public institution and all large universities have someone in the money. However,
Yes,
but
yes,
when you but the issue with these schools is you don't make enough money to be having people having their hands in the money. That's the
exactly.
problem.
Damn right, right. And then you got to also think about this here. You said our public institutions. A lot of them schools private, cause
Hmm.
Bethune,
Miles a private school. Miles is a
Bethune,
private school.
But
Bethune
most
Cookman.
of them are public
Bethune,
though.
Yeah,
yeah, most of them are, but a lot of Tuskegee, Miles, Bethune, shit.
And you're
There's a
talking
lot
about
of them that's private.
yeah, but you're also talking about schools with less than enrollment, less than 4 to 5,000 students.
Yeah, but
More
okay,
like 20, more like 2,500 to be exact, or
okay,
less.
but if you put the money behind the school with the TV contract going into the school, you'll get more enrollment, I believe.
Well, well not necessarily you'll get the more enrollment because your facilities only can hold so much and it takes time to grow them. But with the money, you'll be able to produce a better product and you'll be able to
Hmm.
redo
Mm.
your stadiums
And
and make it's a
you'll be able to offer a collective. What we was talking about
right.
the other night.
And
The
then you
schools
can
got a
actually get your
collective.
stuff in there. You can actually separate yourself from the actual money that's running the school. That is the biggest problem
Exactly.
with most of the HBCUs with money when they go make these $1 million games and these other things, that money goes to the general fund versus straight to the athletic department. And depending
Well,
on this, depending on the school itself,
hmm
it's going to depend on how you deal, how quote unquote the president and whomever divvy the money up.
But see,
yeah, but then
once you
but
add a TV,
also
once you add a TV
but
deal to the mix, if you got a TV
it's
deal on the table with,
yeah.
let's say they do get a TV deal with Netflix, they gonna get advertisers to come in that's gonna want to put up ads just on the down in the stadium all around. It's gonna bring in more money. So then that'll allow you to start separating that money from the
yeah,
athletic department from the general fund. You can
But
allocate
see,
a portion of it to go to the general fund, but the schools that don't, the schools that say no, we gonna still put all this money into the general fund. Then that allow the alumni and the black community as a whole to identify which schools are stealing. Because if you want all
yeah.
this money, you got all this money going for the from the athletic program, and you move it all to the general fund. It's a good chance you did that because you want to put your hand in the cookie jar.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily. I won't say
Well,
that not necessarily. That just means because it may be true that you need other things. It's not all. I mean, it may it you it.
But that's my football money. That's my football money. Now the tuition and all the other shit, that's supposed to be the general fund now.
if we
I
taking the foot,
understand.
we
I
take the
understand
athletic
all
program
that.
out. Well,
I
hold on,
understand
Courtney.
all that. But if your rent's due,
If we take the athletic fund out, because the money that's been going, the general fund money been going to also fund the athletics, and the athletics have been underfunded, right or wrong. So if we take that portion out, the athletics can stand on their own. So all the money that you make, that you bring in from getting from the state, the federal government, from tuition and all that, that's your money over there.
Hmm.
Build up your facilities to do that because you don't have to worry about your athletic program no more. It's self funded.
Right.
Well, the thing about
Well,
most
see,
of
and
the
then another thing too. When they negotiate these deals, they when Alabama State went and played uh
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay, they got $1 million, but also they didn't go negotiate the deal right. They had to fly everybody, and then they requested the band. So now you had to get another charter just to carry the band.
So all your money, all that money gone
Oh, that's money go with
in
the
travel.
football team, and then you got to house them, you got to feed them,
So
all
they,
that.
so they should have charged UCLA at least three
Three
times.
million, I say 3 million.
Yeah.
but
And
what if
You
therein
you
you
lies
finna
but
whoop up on the head
however,
anyway.
but what if
and therein
UCLA
lies the
say I'm only
problem.
gonna pay you $1 million?
Well,
And
then
then
we don't play it.
right.
Then
You hustling
UCLA goes fine.
backwards.
The money UCLA is not gonna have a problem finding somebody else.
You're
Because
right,
that's
but
their
you got to make a
You gotta
stand as
stand on
HBCU.
something. Yeah,
you
you gotta
have
Or
stand
to
you
make
gonna
a
fall
stand
for
at some point.
anything?
That is that I understand everything you're saying, but at some point you gotta live with your expectations of where you live at versus where you want to be at.
Then you
Yeah,
can't want
but
to be over
But
there
if you
if you
take that, go ahead,
don't
go ahead,
play
go ahead,
them.
Chuck. Go ahead.
Don't play them.
that's
Just,
all I'm saying.
Yeah, cause,
That's where I say take your ball and go somewhere else. You don't
'cause
have to play them.
'cause you going out there for nothing, basically.
It's not a benefit for you.
Now it's out. Now they're not. No, that's not saying they're not going out there for nothing. Because
Well,
actually, they
what
are
if
actually making a profit, and the money is coming
A
to that
small
university.
profit.
a small
It
profit
might, but it's more than they would have otherwise.
if you play the home game and
Yes.
with a rivalry, or a rival team or something, and
well, it's according to how many people you can put in your stadium. Like Alabama State can put 30,000 in they stadium. See what I'm saying?
yeah,
Florida A&M they could play at what's called the Dolphin Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But Miles can't hold number
yeah,
5,000
that's real small.
if
Yeah,
at the most.
yeah, they have to get new stadiums and all that to pull them in Fort Valley States and Clark Atlanta.
Yeah,
If you want to move them into that realm, they're a lot smaller. So yeah, they'll have to get all that together. But I guess that's what y'all talking about with the deals and stuff, like and
yeah, yeah. But you had to draw it up as okay. We're gonna give y'all this money through this TV deal, but a lot of this is allocated for to build your stadium up
That's how you
and
do it.
Well, to
and,
be
and, and
to speak for Clark, Morehouse, and anybody in the AUC, to be
okay,
fair, they have a stadium over there. They used to belong to Morris Brown. They're now basically a homeless encampment. It was built for the Olympics. So
When they supposed to be building that back up though? I remember
uh,
they got some money to redo that stadium
hey,
recently.
I thought that stadium was vacant.
how big is it too?
it
It's not that
seats.
big.
I mean, well, Tub is bigger than you think it is. It'll seat about 15 to 20,000 people.
Really?
Have you been down there and saw that stadium?
Yeah.
It's a good
15?
sized stadium.
I used to stay down the street from it.
The okay.
Well, I didn't
I
know
didn't
it was
know. I
that
didn't
big.
realize it could hold that many. And
Now
it's showing
now
them
what
like
now
when
what
they be done,
now
when they got money
what
allocated to redo it. You're right. It's been a homeless encampment for years.
Wow. Okay.
But
Well,
They can also rent out Old Turner Field, which is GSU Stadium. They can use GSU Stadium. GSU will rent it out to them.
No, they won't.
You don't think so?
No,
why Dale wouldn't do that?
that ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, I just had to throw his
that
name out there.
that school is administrative right
Corey,
there though.
I was throwing his name out there. Some people can hear his name. Dale McGee.
But well, Alabama State for they got their stadium. They played at Crumpton Bowl, and
Yeah.
and that's a city stadium.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of work to do, but I think if they could just take some of the ideas that we're doing, we're sitting here hammering this out. Like I like to say, man, we need a school so we can put one in there and
But
get
that's what I'm saying. If we it's five people up here hammering this out and coming up with better ideas than what the HBCU done came up with in the last 50 fucking years. So you mean to tell me ain't none of y'all at no point in time, nobody in any of these athletic departments thought to do this? Or is it that you did think to do this, and a lot of athletic departments probably have had this conversation, but they're meeting resistance from their front office? That's the more likely scenario in that.
15,000 people at Hernham Stadium.
Yeah, they need to redo it then,
Yeah.
and they can all use it. They can all utilize it. That's a good idea, Cole.
Hey man, you can have all kind of classics over there. Triple headers if you use turf and stuff like that.
Well,
So,
and then another thing too, you got to set this model up like Florida State did. This is how Florida State came up. Florida State played all the big teams on the road, and they had 2 or 3 home games
yeah.
every year.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And that's how Southern Miss, when they came up on their little come up, even though they didn't fell off, but they would always play everybody on the road. So everybody was paying them. So you probably had to if you had a 11 game schedule, 12 game schedule, shit really play by goddamn 6 classics.
So were
You
they
know what I'm
so
saying?
were they basically homecoming for everybody at that time? Florida State?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And now look at them.
But
They
th-
can
but
pay
what what
and that,
but what happened was they got
uh
good and started winning. Then everybody want to take them off the schedule.
yeah. Yeah.
You see
And
what I'm
now look at
saying?
them. And now look at them. They can pay $140 million to just buy themselves out of a conference.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean?
it has to be a willingness. We can spitball ideas out all day long, and I've heard several good ones on here. But the problem I always gonna run into is who's running the schools, and are they willing to do this? And from what I'm seeing, with the majority of the HBCU, the answer is no.
Hey y'all, thanks for sharing the live out there. I see some people sharing the live. Appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody jumping in listening because there's some good stuff, man. I'm sitting back like y'all, man, listening to these guys.
But
Yeah, I mean, but then
we just
you,
gonna have to be all the way good about it, and it's gonna be have to be a outcry from shows, small platform shows like this
Yeah.
and others that's gonna have to put their pressure on the HBCU, because nobody puts pressure on the HBCU system. Everybody is, we want to uphold it because these are black institutions. We love our black institutions,
but
but
if you ain't
they're
right, you
not
ain't right.
serving us no more.
No,
You,
see, Tony, don't start that with me today. We're
I
gonna
am
go
gonna
for it.
start. I am gonna start.
Because
I
Tony,
am
because
gonna
because
start, and
I
I'm
can
gonna
go
keep
I can go
starting.
for I can go numbers by numbers and tell you the number of black failure professionals that still come from HBCUs that don't come from nowhere else. So let's not say
Okay.
they're not serving them. Just say that in this aspect you don't agree with how they're doing business.
In the
And a
sports
lot
world.
of aspects I don't agree with how they doing
That's
business.
fine. That's fine. But it's still known that most that when you do percentages, most of the engineers, most of the doctors, and other
The,
professional
the,
people
the
are coming through
teachers, a
these
lot of the
schools.
teachers, a lot of the teachers.
Right, are exactly coming from these schools. So we can't say that they are not serving people us because
There is there a need for them? I agree that there's a need for them. I will even agree that right now is the best opportunity they'll ever have to assert themselves in the collegiate system,
Yep.
because when they
Let
took out when they took out affirmative action, they're forcing a lot of them students to come to look at the HBCU. The students that wouldn't have looked at a HBCU as an option to look at a HBCU as an option. But
mm-hmm.
are you ready as an institution for this? And the
Got to be
overwhelming
ready.
answer is no.
Nope.
And then when we see that, you have to ask the question, well, why aren't you ready for it? You should be primed when they said we getting rid of affirmative action in education. The HBCU system should have been primed and ready. They should have been on TV saying we ready for all our black students to come home, but they didn't, because
Yeah.
they don't want that attention. Because when you start to see them kids there, and they start to see them facilities, and they start getting on Instagram and Twitter and with all these social media,
Oh yeah.
kids start speaking out on what they're going through in the HBCU, because they already do. It's whole pages on Instagram that I know of
Yeah.
that talk about
Yeah.
horrifying experiences of HBCU.
Yeah. Because
And
they were talking about
all
black mold.
schools.
They were
Yeah,
talking
Yes,
they
about
no
mold in the
cold,
dorms down there at
no
Alabama State.
no heat, no heat in the
so
wintertime, no AC in the summertime.
okay,
Say it again. Say what
okay,
school? Say that school again.
Howard.
okay.
No, I'm not talking about. I was talking about
Alabama
Alabama State.
State.
State
Alabama
school.
State too.
State school, right?
Alabama.
So they should be able to get the money, right? Or they right?
They supposed to
So
be able to get the money.
but here's the thing: using sports as the vehicle, like
There
Alabama
it
State
is.
has now been in more people's minds than than the
But that's
others
killing the sports. That's
because
killing the
they
sports if you use their money.
Mm-hmm.
well, what I'm saying is now that that's a great opportunity for people who at that platform right there to talk about the school and the needs
Hmm.
and maybe hey maybe they're not getting funded. We'll say that too. You know what I'm saying? Say hey,
There is a, but
go
y'all.
ahead.
I want all y'all to do some homework and look at all and look up how many how successful as far as making money have colleges, PWIs to be exact, when they move from quote unquote Division III and up, that actually you find out that most of those schools are actually taking on a financial burden just to try to compete.
Well, even Auburn's basketball.
My point being is
Go ahead.
just because you decide to quote unquote get into the big boy game of athletics doesn't mean you're going to make money. Because more times than not, these schools actually take a big hit just to make these steps up.
In the short term,
Yeah.
I say that
No,
maybe.
you'd be surprised in the long term, unless you're willing
Hey,
to
cool.
sacrifice your kids and be
Woo.
like one of the direction schools in Louisiana. Go anywhere and everywhere to get your kids' heads beat in. You're not making the money you think you would.
Yeah, cause you got I think UAB medical stuff supplement most of their athletic. Because
Mm.
if not, why would they cut the program out?
Well,
Got
they
to
cut the
be.
pro well part of the program, but that's whole politics between the Bama. But you know how that go.
But they weren't
Um,
making no money, Corey. They
that's
Yeah,
weren't
true
making no
too.
money.
yeah,
That's true too.
You playing you was playing in Legion Field, 85,000 seat, and be 15,000 people in there.
I
yeah.
agree.
That ain't making no money.
That's not a good money decision there.
No.
Play
So
something
then
that
they
big.
so then they moved to when they came back they moved to Progressive Stadium downtown, which is not an on campus facility. So your
Nope.
students got if they ain't got a car they can't get to the game
Mm.
unless you bus them.
Well, that's what you would have to do.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys. Well, we dove into that. You know, let's spread off into college basketball. But Corey and good Corey, you here, football guy. Um, Shannon Sharp got into it with Asante Samuel, who all everybody know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Um, okay, defensive
Yeah.
back.
Mhm.
Um,
A much to talk about nothing. But go ahead.
well,
Really.
all
Really.
right. So he says that he's better than Dion. Am I right when he said that? Statistically, or whatever he was trying to put his numbers
Yeah,
up.
What he
Saying?
was trying to
he
what it started out to be was
about the T
uh,
step. About the T
yes, it
step.
started to be a T step,
Okay,
which
what's that?
is
What's that?
um
Where you plant when if you're a cornerback where you break on the ball, basically.
Okay.
you plant.
That's
It's
all it
basically how
is.
it's based. You'll see how some corners break open, they plant, turn, blah blah blah. It's your
Yeah.
plant step versus where Dion and Dion uses more of a chop step. He more of one is more of plant go and one is more of gather yourself and go.
Okay.
Agreed,
Mhm.
Brown?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what Asante Samuels were saying is the T step, quote unquote, is the quickest way to do it. However, we've seen Dion do what he do for decades, and one of the points that Shannon did make was that everybody can't do a T step. And which is now one thing Asante Samuels did say was he's probably one of the best to do it ever, but that doesn't make him the best corner of all time. And
No.
but that being said,
Uh-huh.
if you look at when it's Asante Samuel at his best, I would give him top 10 corners probably at his peak form at his peak time.
Well,
Top
well,
10
Corey, I'm gonna
all
tell you
time.
something. Now what he got the numbers because he really was a zone type cornerback, right?
Right. Yeah.
But he gambled a lot,
Yes, he did.
and that's the reason why he got beat a lot too.
But he also
You
played.
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you can throw in the factors of the teams he had and his foundation. Most of his career was made on the Patriots defense, which was built
It's
to
zone.
allow him to take those
hmm
chances.
So Shannon says that Dion is
But think about it, Brown.
number one.
Think
Well,
about
But
it.
I'm
you
saying,
but my thing is Shannon was wrong because he got mad. You can't criticize a man for the thing that I think I'm the best.
Yeah.
You
Don't you
I,
supposed
think
to.
you the best?
if you, yeah. Now, but I'm going back to him. Think about it, Brown. Give me 10. All right, you got Green, you got
hold
Prime
on,
Time, you got
Corey,
Woodson, you got
Corey, Corey. When you say Green, Darryl Green, right from the Washington.
Darryl
yes.
Green, yeah.
Okay, all right.
The hell you talk? Mute your mic.
Hey man,
Mute your mic.
you got other people. You got
Mute your
people
mic.
listening that may be
Brown, let's
But he
not know
talk.
just
who
Brown,
Green
let's
is.
talk.
but he just
No,
saying because a lot
Cause
of
some
folks
people
probably
may
don't
not
know
know
when
who
you say
Green is.
Green.
Some
All
people
right.
may not know who Green is.
Then
We
mute their
know.
mic too. Turn they
Me
typing
too.
machine off. Whatever. Shit.
Me
Stop
too,
typing.
boy.
All right, go
You
ahead.
know who
Go
Daryl
ahead.
Green. Oh, you
Go,
didn't know I said when
I
I said
do.
Green,
I
you know who I
do.
was talking about, Brian?
He talking about the audience. He talking about the audience. He
I'm
ain't
talking
talking
about the
about
audience.
us.
If you don't know if you don't know who Green is, you need to cut your just kill your keyboard.
Well,
Shit.
well, probably so. Probably so, but
well, Corey.
boy, you crazy.
Some people weren't even alive when Green was playing.
That's part of
If
their problem. They need to look up
if,
history. I
in
get you.
fairness,
If I get
you
Kobe
know,
on,
You
he'll
know,
tell you
young
who Daryl
folks ain't
Green
gonna go
is.
back there. They only gonna go back so far, bro.
I get
'cause-
Kobe on here. He's gonna tell you who Daryl Green is.
yeah, but if
Look,
you put,
look who it, look
but
who
if
it
you say
daddy.
night train lane, okay, there's gonna be people that's gonna be like, who's that?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Night Train Lane play no ball game, but
But
I
you
Nah, I
know
know
who
ain't
he
never.
he
enjoyed the
is.
game.
And
Huh?
You
he's
know who
probably
he
in the
is.
top 10.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right, but go ahead. That was just fun. Go ahead. I like Green. Look, I love Darryl Green, by the way. So
Give
I
us
got
your list,
Yeah,
Coy.
I don't
Woodson,
know if
Green,
I don't know. Yeah, say your list, but I don't know if I'll put him in my top 10.
who was Samuels?
well, you got
Yeah.
Dion, you got
Well,
Rob Woodson.
Dion, you got Green, you got Woodson, you got both Woodson.
Yep. You got Lester
Mm.
Hayes.
Listen, he cheated a lot, but okay.
Yep.
Mike,
In the county.
nah, Mike Haynes. What about
Mike
Mike Haynes?
Haynes. Um,
Oh,
hmm,
okay. You can go with him.
9 Pro
hmm.
Bowls, baby.
Yeah.
Nine
You
Pro
can go
Bowls.
Mike Haynes. You can go dang gummit, what's his name? Mel Blunt. What about Blunt?
Mel Blunt. Mel Blunt. Yeah.
You gotta put Blunt
Uh,
somewhere in there. Did you say
Champ Bailey. You got to put Champ Bailey.
ooh,
Champ.
top
Oh,
10?
I'm sorry. Champ is top three, top four. You
What?
really, really.
Top 5. I know he top 5. I
Hold
know he
on.
top 5.
Hold on. Who's 1 and 2? Woodson and Woodson?
No, you got Prime.
I mean Dion and Woodson, right?
Believe it or not, Champ is possibly pushing them.
He
Champ
better than
definitely
Woodson.
top three, bro.
That's what I'm trying. I'm just.
You
Oh,
don't think so?
oh, whoa.
Champ.
Okay. Okay. What about Rod Woodson from the Raiders? I mean from the Steelers slash whoever else he played for after that. 'Cause he played corner and safety.
And safety,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that was at the that was at the end of his career.
And
That's
he
just like
tackled.
I don't care about that.
What?
Well, you look,
That tackling is part of playing corner?
I go Dion. I probably put Champ number 2 for
That's what
real.
I'm saying.
Over
Realistically,
Rod Woodson. Okay. All right. I hear
yes.
you.
Man, Champ Bailey was a
Champ
beast, bro.
Yeah,
Champ 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 Bailey Champ
yeah,
Bailey played
I
corner his
know,
entire career.
I
His
know.
Because then
entire career.
I would actually I might even put Daryl Green before Rod Wilson just for the fact of how good he
Ooh.
was and how long he was good.
Well, I would put Darryl Green over Champ.
Uh,
You got to remember Rod Wilson and Charles Wilson
Yep,
both
they
had
not.
to go to both of them, but both of them had to go to safety though. Them guys, right? What we talking about played corner their whole career. And Dal Green played 20 years, bro.
But also okay, but Rod Wilson got injured, right? Did he
Yeah.
get to have a major injury that he had to come
He
back
told
from?
he told his knee up
Yeah.
that
He told his nip.
in
Yeah.
'95. He came
Okay.
back in the same year.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with Woodson, Rod Woodson too. But two and three, I ain't arguing that too bad. Because Champ Bailey was a bad dude too. But what
I
You
about
know what name
What
I'm
guess.
not
about
in?
Revis? What about Revis?
Oh yeah, Reeves the top five now.
Yeah, Reeves Island.
Hmm.
Oh God, the guy that played for Arizona for a while, the Cardinal guy.
Oh,
What is his
Aeneas
name?
Williams.
Aeneas
Aeneas
Williams.
Nias
Williams.
Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, Aeneas Williams played at Southern, by the way, y'all. Played at Southern
We know.
University.
We
Yeah, we
know.
know him.
They might not know. We know.
Okay.
I
All
know.
right.
I knew you was gonna perk up when he said
Yeah,
Aeneas
yeah, yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
Who else we got?
Um,
So I done heard about
hmm.
7 names,
That's a
but I ain't
yeah.
heard of Sante Samuels yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
And
we ain't found we.
I don't disagree with y'all can argue placement on the top three, and
yeah,
that's subjective. But
yeah, yeah,
I think it's a consensus there.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
ain't heard of Sante Samuel's name yet, and
Is there?
we 7 or 8 names deep in.
Wow.
So who's
Anybody
ranking?
else? Anybody else? Nar?
Okay,
Anybody in
maybe top
particular?
20 then. But my
What
All
about
point,
right.
anybody in this kind of current era, like with Nard era? What about anybody you project or close to it?
Shit. If Sertain second, keep on doing what he doing. And see then
Certain, and then
another thing with another.
your boy
What about Jalen
Jacksonville.
Ramsey?
Well, no, he ain't in Jacksonville no more. What's his
The
name?
one that went to Miami or Rams or somewhere after that?
He
Where did
went
he
to the
go?
Rams. Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey?
Ramsey.
Ramsey. Yeah,
Ramsey.
Ramsey. He may make it there.
He could be.
Hmm.
Oh
Matter of
yeah,
fact,
Jalen Ramsey.
if I'm not mistaken, Certain Ramsey more or less chops, and Certain actually uses the T step.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
am I right?
But but you but Sertain was taught by Nick Saban,
Right.
and so you know. But now I can't really say that because his dad was a DB coach. You know what I'm saying? His dad played DB in the league, so
Yeah.
a lot of his stuff was taught by his dad.
Hmm.
But he still got that damn Nick Saban in when he won't look for the damn ball. But then see you got to also understand it too. 4 or 5 of them guys got defensive players of the year. It's hard for a cornerback to get defensive player of the year.
Hmm. Oh, we forgetting about you talking about right now, Stingley Jr.
Yeah,
He's
Stingley
one of them
Jr.
one.
Yeah.
He's one of them ones.
What
Hey,
about Sauce Gardner?
but hey, I like Stingley Jr. But he never wants to see the Devontae Smith never again. That he kept eating his lunch, even in the pros.
So what about Ty Law?
Ty Law was a
No,
bad boy.
Where would
no.
y'all have
You
Ty
don't think
Law?
so?
I mean, he was a bad boy, but would you put him? I think Samuel's better than him out of the two of them. If you want to go,
What about
I'll agree with that.
what about Gilmore? What about Stephon Gilmore?
Mm.
He
Hmm.
won defensive player of the year.
Well, it's hard to do that
Mm.
at corner.
Yeah, at corner.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now the question
Mm.
is he
What about
did it?
Josh
Did he
Norman?
do it long enough?
You
Who's
said
that?
Sauce
Not
Gardner.
Josh Norman.
South nice.
You said,
South
did you
nice.
what you say, boy?
I said,
No,
what
no.
I
about Josh
said
Norman?
Did you say George Norman?
Josh Norman, yeah.
who?
Josh
He
Norman.
had, he ain't better. He ain't better than Asante Samuel though.
Mm-mm.
He
Mm-mm.
had a run. He had about a 3 year run though.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing about cornerback. Cornerbacks have a run. Dion had about a 9 year run.
Yeah.
He did.
You know what I'm
Champ
saying?
had a
Anil
career. Green had a
Champ
career.
had a
Woodson had a career.
Anil Williams had a
Be,
career.
yeah. Be fair, Samuels. That's why I'm looking at longevity. Samuels had about a 6, 7 year run too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Samuel's not a
But it wasn't
bad.
as long as Dion for him to be making the claims that he making.
Well, I mean,
But
to be
but
fair, Brown, Todd Tubb, you got to understand about corners. When you live out on the island, you best if you don't have it in you and don't believe it about yourself, you ain't gonna be there long.
True.
Hey, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe you the baddest man
Yeah,
that ever walked the word, man.
yeah,
If you ever,
that's a
I mean,
tough
you
look.
corners believe so much in themselves, they'll go jump on the offensive lineman. They don't have
Bro,
to.
corners is just like receivers.
Yes.
All the good corners got diva in them, dog.
Who's Cam?
Hey, what's good? Yo, chill. I just turned 19 today.
19. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, we don't want to repeat of what we had the other night,
I
man.
was just finna say, you already
Yeah.
know what I was finna say, bro.
Yeah. We already.
They come up here just to troll.
Thanks, Cam. All right. So, what about dang, it's a corner I like. I know he probably ain't in there, but what about Allen? Or did y'all say Eric Allen? I'm just
No,
throwing.
Eric Allen, he was nice, but uh,
you 50% toast
Not
too.
not top
but
10, bro.
but but he a Hall of Famer though.
Yes.
I'm just saying now.
But he was 50%
A Sun-
toast.
a Sunday a Sunday Samuel ain't though.
Ooh. So okay.
Hey,
So
okay.
That's
all right.
And see that would
politics, man. Come on, bro.
Hey,
but
it's it's not policy. It just ain't.
listen.
It's not his time yet.
Just listen. That what Dion was saying. Dion was saying that that man he mad because he ain't got that call yet, and he feel like he that and he ain't got he kind of trying to say he bitter. You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
And
That may
then
be.
but
there's
what
tiers. There's
what
tiers to it. You know, there's levels to it too. So there's a lot of great.
but my thing was Shannon Sharp was mad because this man believed in his skills.
Mm.
You can't do that, bro.
Well, maybe Shannon was caping up for Dion.
Well,
But that's
how
wrong.
about in the
That's
same
wrong though.
in
Yeah,
the same conversation that Shannon had, you notice when he talked about his run at tight end, blah blah blah, he was caping himself up. So I don't. He was going at this
Yeah.
man about the same thing that man was doing that he said about himself.
Yeah.
That he do for it by himself, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you gonna tell me he talking about ain't number two tight ends. He take backseat. That nigga one better than Tony Gonzalez. Come on,
I
bro.
take
Yep.
Gonzalez and Gates over Shannon Sharp.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna say Gates.
I'll take both of them over Shannon Sharp.
And he boy, since he ain't got them little shows, he ain't got real arrogant, bro. He ain't got real arrogant.
He
I don't even like.
Hollywood.
I don't like a
I be
lot of
watching
his
like that.
commentary. I
Yeah, I
don't even
wouldn't.
like a lot of his commentary.
Well, who would take? Would anybody else take Gates over him? I mean,
I would. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I would.
and Tony G for real, for
I would
sure.
take Tony G over him, definitely.
Yep.
Shit,
What about Greg Olson?
Gates was a monster. Now I
Gates
know
was a
Shannon was
monster.
too, but
No, you say not, or you say not.
I said, what about Greg Olson?
Nah,
nah,
he ain't they tier. He
Not
good
over
tight
Chubb,
end, don't get
no.
me
he really
wrong.
good though. Like he really good.
Yeah,
But
he good, but the teams that he was on, bro.
yeah,
The teams, Carolina, Bears,
and
they ain't
Shannon
never
had
really made no thump. He was good though.
yeah.
Your
And,
boy from Oklahoma. God dang it! That went to. He was at Philly for a while, and then he was
oh, you
in
talking about
Miami.
Talking
Keith
about
Yeah,
Keith
Byard,
Jackson.
Keith Jackson, monster,
Keith Jackson. Would you take him over Shannon?
But Keith Jackson was a monster, bro.
monster, bro.
I mean he was, but
And he a block. You gotta really look at it, man. Shannon just a pumped up
Shannon's a wide
wide
receiver,
receiver.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
Yeah,
basically a wide receiver.
basically.
They moved the tight end
yeah,
Yeah.
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 to
So
do all the things you had. Yeah, Gates and Gonzalez. Well, yeah, Gonzalez.
But if y'all really if you looked at the what's called, he was mad at Ocho because Ocho was said.
yeah,
Ocho, that
that's
ain't
what.
his personality.
Yeah, Ocho did his. He was dodging, boy. He was man. He was
But that's
backpedaling.
what Ocho
But
do.
that's what Ocho do.
He should have played corner because he was backpedaling like, bro. I would not say nothing
But
about.
he gonna say, Shannon gonna say he addressed nightcap. Nah, nigga, he addressed you.
You,
He tried to drag Ocho into that.
Yeah, try to drag Ocho into that.
oh,
You ain't hear when he
Ocho.
said he said, I know you're gonna see it. I know you're gonna see it. You don't want to say
No,
nothing.
no, no, no.
Well,
Ocho
that's the
got it.
same thing. That same
Ocho,
thing he was saying about you, about Dion. You don't want
Ocho,
Dion to be
Ocho,
Ocho
mad
get
at
Ocho,
you.
into it
Ocho
with his
said.
camera on.
No, Ocho said I already got a problem out in the streets.
Yeah, he do.
Hey man, but yeah, so
He got
that's
Ocho trying to have a fight with Godzilla. He don't need to add nobody to the list.
hey man. Hey
Shit.
guys. Hey, speaking of fights, Stephen A. Smith said today, and this is in reaction to the LeBron James interview, so we're gonna talk about that interview. But Stephen A. said if LeBron swung on him, it was gonna be he was gonna swing back. It was gonna be some problems, and that went back to what I was
Bro,
saying a couple weeks ago
Man,
about.
Corey Holcomb almost beat the brakes off of Stephen A. Smith when they met
Hey
up.
man,
Come on, man.
bro,
hey
I
Stephen,
don't,
Stephen
I
A.
don't,
hey
I
needs
don't,
that.
That was
Stephen
insane.
A.
bro,
said he was
ain't
gonna
no,
swing on him, man.
Have
bro,
you
ain't
seen
nobody gonna
Stephen
do
A.
me like
boxing?
Will Smith.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
nobody
see.
gonna do me like Will Smith. I bite your ankle or something. You gonna
First of all,
He
something?
said, hey, but he
first of
did
all,
say he'll lose. He said he'll lose. Which I'm
first,
He said he'll lose. Yeah, he did say
first
that.
of all,
Once we know he'll lose, then we're straight.
yeah.
y'all are assuming that he'll lose because it's LeBron James.
Well, his security guard's gonna
No,
take
we're
care of it.
assuming he'll lose because we've seen Stephen A. Smith get in the boxing ring and spar. Boy,
Yeah,
you ain't got nothing on them punches.
yeah.
Man,
Okay,
he
okay.
probably couldn't kick
Oh,
my left
noodle
foot.
You're
hole.
I, hey,
assuming,
Tug, I saw it, Tug. I saw it.
however,
What you
L
got, Corey?
LBJ ain't fight nobody.
Not
Well,
a gnat off his ass. He
yeah.
ain't gonna
So,
fight a gnat off his
So,
ass.
okay, let's just be
Six
honest.
nine,
And it,
but
I,
against Stephen
damn
A,
near
he
250.
might fight Stephen A though. Like he
Tony,
might.
Tony, you've
With
been
a
in
20
wars.
with a 20-year age gap.
Tony, you've
It
been in
don't.
wars.
He'll Jake
And,
Paul him, man.
Hey,
He'll Jake
he can
Paul him.
hit. Hey, he can hit me, and I'm gonna get a lick back, but I'm gonna sue his ass.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If he got $1 billion, I want 4 or 5 billion from him. Four or
We'll
five
put
million
we'll
from him.
put him in a celebrity boxing match when LeBron retire.
Nah,
Go on and put him
but
and Stephen A. in a celebrity boxing match and let them go on and
man,
fight
I'm
it out.
telling you,
let me
dog.
explain this again. Ain't no
This is hard.
billionaire that ain't LeBron ain't cut from that type cloth. I understand he's from Akron. I understand how tough kids are. He ain't cut from that type cloth, and he ain't gonna be doing that.
He ain't never been tough. He flop all.
Exactly.
No,
But
he
my,
ain't no
but
tough
I,
guy, but
He flop all.
but
He
I got a real
he
problem.
oversized, but he an oversized, kid. But he was always the oversized kid. But he's a small guy in mind, man. Like he remind me of a guy that's
Bro,
just big for his age, but
so
that's
you think Stephen A.
bro,
Smith go give him a run? Come on,
no,
man.
not
no,
Stephen
no,
A.
we know
See,
No,
you,
that.
not
you're
We
you're
know
you're
that.
not
assuming.
Stephen
See,
A. No, no, no,
it
no, no.
ain't about give him a run. You're assuming that LeBron's going to step into the terror dome.
I
But
Well,
you,
think he will with Stephen A. I think he will. Not with nobody else.
hey, they can put it on
But
Netflix and I watch it. They can put that fight on
but
Netflix.
Oh, that'll make a
I was
that'll be
I
that'll
was
be $1 million
telling
fight right there. People will turn
I was
in for
telling
that.
411 I got a real problem with this, man.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your
Okay,
problem with it, Terry?
the problem I got with it, okay, you always complaining about what's called, but you gonna run the Pat McAfee with the
That's what I
story.
had an issue with.
I got a
Now I
real
agree
big
with you on
problem with
that,
that.
bro.
All right, Pat
Pat
McAfee
McAfee
said,
don't know nothing about nothing but punting the football and wrestling and drinking beer. You don't know
"Hey
nothing
man,
about no
And
basketball.
hockey.
he
Yeah,
did that. You know why he did that, right?
yeah, to
but
spite Stephen
there's no
A.
pushback. There's no pushback
No,
from
it,
But that
it
the.
has
was
nothing.
a
It has nothing to
softball.
do. It has
There's
nothing to
no
do with
basketball
pushback.
people on there to
It
challenge
has
him.
no. It has nothing to do with that. It was the fact that I can come onto your network and quote unquote the number
Right.
two biggest guy on your network and sun you. That's what that was about.
Well,
That's
okay,
what
And
that
he
was
did.
about.
okay,
He
That's what
came.
that was
He
about.
makes. He
But I
came to tell
but
you
but he made
Pat can
himself
get
look bad, Coy. He made
it.
himself look bad.
yeah,
It was.
really weak,
Let
really
me
weak,
let me tell you something. This
really
whole
weak.
LeBron and Stephen A. thing is a shit show anyway. It just
Bro,
This has gone too far.
hey,
It's
Coy,
gone too far.
how you gonna fight against an actor? Stephen A is an actor, bro.
exactly. I mean, you and because the whole it's just like the Will Smith slap. Oh, I guess I'm gonna be tough today. right?
Yeah. He tough behind it. You know, Stephen A. gonna be tough behind the camera, but then
Oh,
LeBron James too.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Cause LeBron
a
been
lot of
picking. He been cherry picking spots too. Cause
Cause no,
he went
cause
out
no,
there during the timeout where he know ain't nothing gonna go down. Then he looked
keep
in the
my son
camera.
name out your mouth. Look here, man.
Then he looked in the camera.
You gotta
Right.
let that boy be a man.
Right. And
No,
then
I
now
ain't
he's
even
doing.
Tony.
And now
Let me
he's on there
explain something
talking.
to you.
But now
Let
he's
me explain.
talking to Pat McAfee, who doesn't know nothing about basketball. So when he say stuff like, um,
but he was shooting insults at
Yeah, when
Stephen
I
A.
look
too
at Pat
now.
McAfee, watch a show, I think it's
yeah,
a football show.
right, it's not a
It is.
basketball. There's no basketball people on there. So when you start talking, it's gonna they just looking at you like everything you say is right, and that's another cherry picking to this too. But y'all go ahead, go ahead.
But let
Hey,
me,
he was saying
Tony,
some
Tony.
wild stuff on there, bro. I ain't even all the way through it yet, but I was like, okay,
Yeah,
LeBron.
and we gonna talk about some of it.
Okay,
Let me
LeBron.
let me say this, Tony. If you say something about Kobe and Kobe's a grown man, I'm not gonna catch you. I'm not gonna catch you on TV. But you better be careful going to your car because I'm gonna show enough show up behind you. That's
Damn
how you
right,
handle that.
right,
That's what
right.
I would have
I'm
done
not.
too.
I'm not giving you the pub. I'm not giving
Right,
you the public forum
right,
to whatever. You gonna figure out. You gonna figure out. You gonna be waking up talking about who hit me from jumping out them bushes. That's all you gonna be talking about.
Bro, and Stephen A. made him look so bad when he got on. I don't know if y'all watched Stephen A. Smith show. He son LeBron
yeah,
told him he was a liar.
yep,
He said he done talked behind folks back.
yep.
Man, all kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
Bobby.
He went off on him,
He
bro.
said he got a history of doing that, a long history of doing those things, and like,
Throwing rocks and hiding his
You're hiding
hand.
his head. Yes, I
yeah,
mean, but the thing about it is,
And
one thing,
but
one
you
thing
Stephen
you,
A. do it too.
yep,
but Tony,
Stephen
let me
A.
but
do
explain.
you
it too.
expect
Let me explain. Let
but
me
you
explain
expect
something
that
to
from
you.
Stephen A.
Let
You
me
expect
explain
that from
something
Stephen
to
A.
you.
oh,
You don't get into a verbal. You don't get into a verbal battle with a journalist slash the man got more words than you. I'm sorry. Don't. It's just certain fights. It's like
He
arguing with
said
a.
he
It's like
he
arguing with your
says
woman. No matter how
he
you
said some
look, you're
shit.
gonna
I
look
didn't even
bad.
know what the hell you talking about.
Right.
yeah,
He said he said some shit. I was like, what? What did he say?
But this the thing.
Tony, you don't
Stephen
fight
A.
nobody
whole
that you need
show.
a you don't
yeah,
fight nobody that you need a thesaurus to figure out. You
My
just don't.
boy,
Stephen A.
my
got
boy.
nothing else to do. Stephen A. can dedicate whole
You
shows to criticize LeBron. LeBron, you got to focus on basketball, this,
yeah.
that, endorsements, this, that, and the other. You
man,
can't do this interview shit,
but
but ever so often.
but
You're
So
right.
you're not gonna win that battle.
bro, what I look like? What I look like fighting with a dictionary? I'ma
Exactly.
lose. I'ma lose.
Yeah.
You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
right. And here's something, guys. Here's one topic right here. So LeBron said, and I'm just kind of paraphrasing all this so we can keep moving, but he was talking on the show and he was saying something about Giannis could score 250 points a night in the
Man,
70s. In the 70s. And none
bro,
of those guys on that panel checked him on that. So
All that he said about the former players, man, I was like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about?
then you're supposed to be
bro,
the face of basketball and you're
that
talking down on the
That was a
history
On,
of
shot.
on your
That
on
was
that
your ten
that
fathers.
was a quiet shot to the Jordan era and back.
yeah, he
That's all
always
that
Yeah,
tried to
was.
diss
yeah, that's what it
Jordan.
was.
That's
He
all
had
that
he didn't
was.
do that when he
Bro,
talked about Kobe. He big up Kobe.
bro,
but
hey
he
bro,
said but he used Giannis as
You got to
the
remember, Kobe.
you see what I'm
Kobe is
saying?
his contemporary
Corey, he used Giannis is where I'm looking at this. Like, why you throw
because he
Giannis in there?
because you can't just pick anybody. You got to pick somebody that can
Why he didn't say
translate.
he was gonna score 250 points in?
You
Because you're
throw
not.
Giannis back in there. Giannis will
Why you
get in
throw
there and
Giannis in
scrub
there?
too.
But
Mm,
why
no,
you
no, no,
throw
no.
Giannis?
Okay,
Giannis ain't had nothing to do with this, and he threw
no.
Giannis' name in there.
I won't even say Giannis will get Giannis game actually fits that era, but he ain't even gonna score 250 points.
cause he ain't no rough
He might
rider.
score
Cause he
27,
ain't no rough rider.
but it's
But fine.
different ball too. Like that, but that's what I'm saying. He was not checked on this because for
No,
one, there was no 3-point line in the 70s. Not until 1980 in the NBA. Now the ABA had the 3-point line, but there's guys that were playing the ABA for those 3-4 years until they shut that down. But in the 70s, There was no 3-point line. So the game would have been defended differently for guys like Giannis and guys like LeBron because now
Cause everything was going
you
to the paint.
because you're not spreading the
What,
court with everybody around the 3-point arc so that you can just have a highway to the basket. It's gonna be different. And
bro?
then you got
You
guys
can
that's gonna
shoot,
knock you down when you get to the basket.
As is
but
true, but
bro,
Yes,
And
but
sir.
and he can't shoot free
bro,
throws.
you
So
you can
it ain't
shoot
no
for
good
you.
mix.
All them shots Steph Curry made, he was in the 70s, them 2-point baskets.
Yes.
you know,
Because
I
that
don't
already
disagree.
happened with Pistol Pete.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree. It's not. I know their game will not translate. Will be the same game. But like you look at Giannis' athleticism, it will it would transform in his own way. But he's athletic enough to
Yeah.
complete in that era because when you're in that era, you're gonna become what you are. He's gonna be more physical because if he ain't because he has to be. That's I mean, see what I'm saying?
But he ain't
He
But
no
got to
free
like,
throw
adapt.
So
Yeah,
shooter.
he
you
got to
you think he
adapt.
would be a standout in that era?
He ain't no
but
free throw shooter. He ain't got no post game. Just like LeBron.
But his game would, but your game
They
would
ain't got no
translate to
post
the era
game. They ain't got no
because
post game.
He
How?
played bully ball. He played bully ball now.
Right, but in that era, he getting hacked
But
and
but
then he ain't gonna shoot,
but
he ain't gonna make
yeah,
the
he
free
would have been
throws.
broke up. He would have been broke up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would have
and now
been
you
broke
can't
up.
play for 22 years like LeBron playing because you would have been beat up for 8 of them, eight,
I
nine of
Cause,
get,
them games.
well, I get all that, but what I'm trying to say is,
Okay,
one thing I understand, you cannot put people
you
errors
can't judge.
don't admit errors,
No,
but you can look at this. If he was in this era, he will now be built for that era, so it will translate to be something different. It won't be with LeBron. No, you're not gonna do what you do today because it's a different type of ball. You see
correct.
what I'm saying?
Yes, and
yeah.
but the point is,
But
LeBron is
that
the
does
one
not.
that
Oh,
son, but he
I
the one
know.
that sunned the era. Not you
He
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
he just running his mouth. I told
Yeah,
you that.
That's all he was doing. That's
He
it.
was taking shots. He was taking shots. It's like when people say, "Oh, that's because Jordan didn't play against nobody."
shit,
Man, Jordan
Jordan
game
played against some of
translate.
the greats. I don't know
See
who's
this
saying
this
that.
this what I'm saying. Jordan game translate from
any
the
era,
80s,
any
80s,
era,
90s. He could play now, and Jordan probably score by 40 points a game.
and that's not a shot
He'll
at
be
the
a
league. That's at how the
no.
game is designed. They designed
Because
the
the
game that way.
because the modern game was designed around Jordan.
Jordan made
He
the modern game.
yes.
J- Jordan made the modern game.
Yes. That's what these guys don't they don't want to admit to stuff like this. It's almost like the newer generation feel like they can't be great
Oh, Mark.
without taking shots at the one before you. Because everything is a foundation that you stand on. It just is what it is.
Right. I
Oh,
mean,
they had a fact the other day, man. They said he just finished past Jordan for the most 30-point games, right? But he got 7 more seasons than Jordan.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Jordan did it in a short amount of time.
So
Yeah.
it's like this. I can walk from here to Atlanta. I get there. You try to sprint to Atlanta, you gonna run out of gas, and you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna get there. He's outlasting. He's playing a long time and accumulating a lot of stuff.
Just
Yeah,
longevity,
and that's
dog.
not
That's
a
it.
knock. That's not a knock. It's just that's just way different. If you play like the championships, 22 years, 4 championships. Okay, you played 22 years, 20 and counting. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan had what he has 2 3-peats. You're not gonna top Jordan. And this is not a way to do it
Never.
either. And this is not a way to do it either by throwing out these little fake, shots like this. Because again, let's talk about the 70s. Bill Walton was a mug as a center. Bill Walton could play today at what? If Draymond Green's a center, Bill Walton is what? And Bill Walton had a jumper. He had a hook shot, left, right. He could run the flow. He blocked shots. He did everything that any
But
modern player
bro,
that you look
you
at
want
today does. He already was
but
doing that
what
back then.
bro,
We even
listen,
mentioned
man.
Kareem. We even mentioned
I was
Kareem yet.
just finna say that. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just finna
yeah.
say that.
Moses Malone.
You can't block the sky hook. That man had
Yeah.
a
First
At
of
jumper that
all,
all.
nobody could block.
Moses
Unstoppable.
Malone.
First of all, Moses Malone is the most underrated big man of all time.
Yes. That
And
man.
he wasn't no 7 foot. He was getting that ass hell.
He was
Yeah.
a man. That's what Moses was. He was a
Yeah.
man. That's
And we
what he
See,
talk
all
was.
them old players, they can play now,
and
and
look,
they will be just as successful now as they
yeah,
were in their era.
Well, you got
Some
to
yeah.
no
understand.
no no
You
no.
got
I won't
you
say
you
that,
got to
Tony.
understand now.
Won't say
How?
that. Some of them won't, but some will, some won't. And the
The
same goes for modern players today. Some will
Yeah.
translate, some won't,
right,
because
but for him to say the man gonna score 250, he that's dismissive
Disrespectful to
of
Why he
every
ain't
players
say?
player.
that
But
they
why he ain't
excel
say he could score 250? Why he ain't say he could score
That's the thing.
250?
Why you
because
throw Giannis in there? Why you
because he
ain't
didn't
just
want to
say
seem
because
like he was
put your
on his
own
own
self in
peak.
there? Right. See, that's
because he didn't want he called himself being coy or slick about it by not interjecting himself into the conversation,
yeah,
but making his point by putting
Hmm.
somebody else.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
hey, let me put this question out there. So if Bronny already better than some players already today, so he got the game to play with goddamn Shay
Nope,
Alexander.
Hell no.
nope.
Come on, bro.
Now
He, he
let's
got
be
he got
now let's be
he
honest.
he
Bronny
he
is
shouldn't have
not
said that, man. He shouldn't
Bronny's
have
not an
said that.
NBA. He's not an NBA player. He's a
He-
he's a less than NBA player, and that's no different than any other guys that's in this league
but
right
he can
now.
he can get there though. He can get there.
He's
Well,
not. I won't even say that. I will
the
say he
roles are
is.
different. The roles
No,
are different. He's not
I
gonna play
will
this kind of role that he's playing in the G League in the NBA.
get all that, but I would say that he is a 52nd. He is the 52nd pick. It just so happens that he gets extra because of who his Paul is.
Right.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
numbers as a
But
52nd pick
yeah,
are average as a
55.
50
And
second pick.
see, I'm gonna
55.
show you 55, yeah. Hey, you gave him 3 spots, Corey.
Two from
oh
the
my bad.
bottom.
Man,
Okay, but
listen though.
when they put his numbers, I sent that to you, TJ.
Yeah.
When they put his numbers up, they're a little bit better than the 55th pick averaging. So I kind of give them that.
But wait a minute now. Those are G League
Hell
numbers, right?
no.
What numbers
You
you
know
talking
what
about?
you
You
know
talking
what
about the G
Jokic
League
went?
numbers? Because he ain't top five in
Jokic.
nothing in the G League.
No, I didn't say no top five.
I'm saying
Hell,
though, Jokic was the 47 pick. He's no
Yeah.
Jokic.
And Jokic,
no,
Well,
hell no.
first of all, they looked at Jokic like, look here, man, this looks like some old dude that showed up on the bar that's just big. They
yeah,
didn't know what to do with him. They didn't
yeah.
find out that they drunk uncle from Serbia was a monster.
Oh man. Hey, look. But
I
again,
mean,
with Bronny, but like what Terry was saying, LeBron put all this out there. He the one said before even Bronny was still in college, and he said, "Well, Bronny better than half the people in the league." Then he said, "I'm I don't care about the money. I'm gonna play wherever my son gets drafted." Like you already, you put all this out there. So then to get mad at somebody else, like you put all this out
And
there.
see,
And to
that's the
be,
thing about
hold on. To be fair, we do got to take into account Brian and their blood clot issues.
Well, before that, he wasn't
man,
doing that.
I mean,
he still won
he
that
wasn't there.
he
but
still
see
was
now,
average number
hold on,
14 points.
hold on, Tone. The thing about it is, if anybody else had those same issues,
They
they would have
wouldn't
been
even got
advised.
drafted.
No, they would have been
Now that's
advised.
Yeah.
true.
They would have
Now
stayed.
You're
They
that
would have
right.
is true.
advised. They have been advised to stay another year. So you can't use the benefit and then turn around and say, well, if this wasn't because both are true, but if he was somebody else, he would have stayed another year to sort out the blood clot issues.
You're
Right.
absolutely
Right.
right. What they say, 2 years,
Right. But see,
2 years to recover
And
from
he
it.
lost, three inches because he was 6'3", 6'4", all the way up until the combine. Then he went to 6'1".
But that's everybody.
No, 6'3" to 6'1".
well,
Not
they
not
always
one
do that
inch.
though.
I mean, like Chris Paul,
They
they
always
listed
do
that
that.
Chris Paul might be 5'11", but they say he's 6 foot. I'm talking about you talking about 6'3" to 6. That's a huge difference. You
They
talking
say
about
I
Uh,
Byron Scott?
they say Iverson
hey man,
6'1".
TJ, I lose a couple inches when the light comes on too. So
Well,
it's
well,
just like that's
hey
just like
man, hey, well you
Hey,
need
but
to
you know what?
hey you
I'm,
need to
I'm
talk
gonna
to
show
Frank
you. I'm gonna
Thomas.
show you.
Hey, you need
I'm
to
gonna
holler
show
at
you.
Frank Thomas then.
I
Hey,
don't
I'm
need
gonna
to
show
holler. I
you.
don't need to holler at Frank Thomas.
Cause she likes it too. Remember that?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
show you
need,
what the difference is between Jordan and LeBron. They say something
yeah.
about Jordan. Jordan don't never say nothing back because he knew you
No,
with the shit.
Well,
but
it goes back to TJ's favorite NFL player, prime time. The man don't have to talk about it.
You don't
there
have
it
to
is.
talk about it.
There
yeah,
it is.
the man
Yeah.
don't
Now,
have to talk about it. Yep.
let's be clear. Jordan had a bad interview just like LeBron just did too, where he was bashing everybody.
It's
But at least
Jordan.
he
Oh,
had the decency to do it after he retired.
No,
who?
first of
Wait,
all, Jordan didn't have a bad. Jordan had a
who he
whole
bad? Who he bad?
series that he
You
bashed
you
everybody.
must
Yeah,
got Jordan confused with Scottie Pippen.
Or you
Jordan
talking
don't
about his
do that, bro.
or you talking
Jordan
about
just
his
didn't like certain people.
you talking about his Hall of Fame speech.
that's the one. That's the
Oh,
one where he went off on everybody.
okay.
But he was going off on people. He was going off on people that he played.
Yeah, he didn't go
Yeah,
off
he can
on.
throw everybody else under the bus.
Yeah,
And
he
like I
did.
said, he had the decency to be retired than to say what he was going to say.
Yeah,
See, that's what you. Everybody know you don't come out the gate while you still in the game
yeah,
and talk shit about the whole game.
yeah.
But one thing I can say about Jordan, I ain't never said Jordan said he was the GOAT. Jordan
Right.
said it's different. It's different eras.
You ain't never
Everybody,
seen him on the interview say that.
Well, yeah, and he said on the interviews, I didn't play against Russell. I didn't play against Jerry West. He named these guys like,
yeah.
and at least but that's what I'm saying. The difference in what LeBron said today about Giannis would have scored 250 points. Like that's very disrespectful, dismissive, and that really takes back his accomplishments because you're playing in an era where the defenses and the way the game is officiated, and the defenses, it's really easier to get your buckets in the time frame that he's played versus time frames of the past. We can go back through film, which I actually am gathering up, where they call offensive fouls on guys and they just barely bumped into their chest. Like there's
Hmm.
and these travels that they call
Oh
back
my God.
then compared to what they don't call in the more
All
modern.
them Euro steps will be travels.
So there's like a whole bunch of different factors that actually super benefit what you got now. So like that's what I'm
God,
saying.
and
Don't be
you
so
know what?
dismissive.
I was gonna ask you that. How you call the game now, man?
Well,
How
you call it the way
how
that
is it?
you call it the way the league wants you to call it.
But I'm just saying that if you don't play ball, you know that's a damn travel, a carry. How you ain't gonna call that shit?
Because the
Because
league don't
the,
consider it a travel no more.
you have to do what the league says do. So if you call in at Georgia High School, you do what Georgia High School say. You call in college, whatever college league you in, you go by what they say or their emphasis and how they want stuff done. And I'm
Man,
saying that
that'd be a hard job for me, man.
yeah.
They'll probably be like that dude. That too controversial to call our game.
Well,
I don't never want
you'll
him to
just be
call one
calling
of
a
our
different
game.
you'll just
And
be
these
calling a
boys
different
taking
level
four,
of
five
ball.
steps now.
Yeah, you'll just be calling a different level of ball. Because if you watch the film on LeBron, he travels almost just about every time he has the ball in his hand. If you just
Yes.
watch his spin move, he hops on the same foot. That's a travel. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. A lot of stuff that he gets away with, right, within the confines of the era that he plays in. That's why you can't be so dismissive of other eras because he would have got away with those moves. Even the palming and stuff like that. Like the game is just a lot looser. So there's a lot of factors in there where that's why I just didn't like
But
that dismissive talk. That's
but
all.
bro,
Because in baseball they
how
don't do
you
that. They don't do that.
but how
They
you
show
leave?
reverence to the legends.
Let me ask you this question. Let me
Yeah,
ask you this question.
and
How
the
you
NFL
leave
too.
your how you leave your pivot? How you leave your pivot foot and it ain't no travel? It's a euro.
Well, what I'm saying is, whatever your pivot foot is, right, when you establish it,
And
if
if
you
it come out the floor, if it come
if
out the
you lift
floor,
it, if you lift that pivot foot, you're supposed to either call timeout, shoot the ball, or pass it before it come back down. Now, if something
That's crazy.
if it come
Only
back
with pivot.
down, then that's a travel. You can euro, you can do a side step or whatever too, but as long as your pivot foot don't come back down after you lift
Okay,
it,
but
then you
but
good. But it
if
does
I
come
do a
back down
step
for a lot of
if
people.
I do a step through and my pivot foot come off the floor, basically that's a travel.
Well, it can come off the floor, it just can't come back down. But it does come back down on
That
like
ain't how we. But you agree that ain't how we used to call it, right?
Adam Silver changed the rules, bruh.
That's crazy.
League ain't the same no
Adams,
more.
you
it,
want to talk about that now? We got to talk about Adam Silver.
yeah, there's a lot of you know, it's just a different game. When you watch the NBA game,
He,
it don't think about it like you watching college and high school and other stuff. It's a whole different thing.
it
So
was. Don't get me started,
Hey,
because you know who I'm gonna
hey,
boo here.
that remind me of that. Hey,
huh?
that
I can't
remind me of
stand that
that.
motherfucker. Get a new commissioner and get
Why?
Hey,
Why?
get
bro,
Louis out the game.
Why do you hate Alan Silver?
Because everything that
you
y'all are
too
saying that
soft.
you don't like about the fucking game
That's what he
is
does.
under his
But
regime. He's
understand.
allowing.
Okay, I agree. Allow it, but understand this: Adam Silver had to actually rebuild attendance and everything for the NBA.
Did he?
Well, they went more
Where is
to a
it at now?
European style game.
It's at its lowest point it's been at in the last 30 years. What are you talking about?
No, it was actually he inherited basically the post Jordan era, and that was when it was kind of that was the big dip in the game. And you
Mm,
say
Right, right.
and you would also say lowest point, but
but
actually
the league was
you,
fine
you
when in that Kobe Shaq era and Tim Duncan and all
that
Yes.
was before
No, it was different.
that was fine.
that was
Yeah,
after
that's still Stern. That's still
When
Stern
Stern
though.
passed
That
away,
was all David Stern.
yeah.
Adam Silver ruined the game,
Silver,
bro. And we can
Adam
be
Silver
honest
changed
about
the
that.
game.
yeah, Silver softened it up.
Tony,
Remember?
Tony,
Yeah,
Tony,
Now,
Well,
now,
Tony,
he made it
Tony,
more of a European type game.
that's what I was saying. That's why
he's
Tony.
made it more
That's why.
profitable. And that's why he's
Okay,
still
okay.
there.
Yeah, there you go. Tony don't like him because he brought all because it's no longer American game.
You brought all these Euros, you brought all the Euro trash over here
Bro.
to soften up the game, to
hey
game
man.
soften
hey,
up to accommodate them. That's
hey,
why.
hey! When I watch the NBA today, it would take me back to that old school commercial they used to have. NBA action is fantastic.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
Shit.
That's when you had. That's
Now
when you had
they ain't doing nothing but entertainment now. They ain't playing no ball.
well, the low management thing. That's one thing he need to take
That
care of right away. Because I don't even know who's playing from one night to the next. And
Right.
then if Boston
But
lose a game and then I find out well they lost because okay, well two of their players ain't played tonight. Then it's like okay, well that really didn't matter because and when they play them again, they got their
but let
roster
me ask you a
half of them
question.
still
Let me
involved.
ask you a question. And let me ask you
Mhm.
this question. When you say take away the low management, how can you manage that?
Well, okay, well one thing you could do is count their stats in they total. So like if you low manage that night, that still count as a game, which gonna count against your averages. When you do, you know how you subtract, add, divide number of games you played times
that
stats.
don't. Yeah.
Like that will affect your averages and your stuff like that. So you'll make sure you play just off that because
But
you
it,
don't want the
but
back of your
now hold
basketball
on,
card.
hold on, hold
You
on,
don't want
hold
the
on.
back of your basketball card to say 82 games divided by however many total points you had, and that's your scoring average. And you don't miss like 14, 15 games low managing. You'll play in those
Okay,
games.
okay. What about the player that gets hurt? So he should. So
No, well, that's different. I mean, if you really,
no, it's
really,
not. How
yeah,
can you?
it is. Low
You can't.
management, when
If
they be
my
talking
low
about,
man, I might be not playing tonight because I got a sore foot. You
boy,
don't know.
boy, they say rest some nights. Some nights
What I'm trying to tell you is they're going to change
they
all
call
the.
it management when they sit down.
I know what they call it. I understand what they call it, but I can tell you what: if you start playing them games with me, I'm gonna start having injury reports.
Yeah. And it'll start going up against your average, and then when you trying to go negotiate your deals and you ain't hit numbers, you'll
But
play.
see, but me,
Nah,
no,
you can't do it like that, bro. You can't
but
do
You'll
it
me,
like
play.
that.
Me,
But
me
see, that's
Why
what I'm
you
personally,
can't?
saying. Silver should come in with something strong like that. Them jokers will play.
How
He
you
got
gonna how
what
you gonna how you gonna
they.
put the softest man in the world to toughen up something?
Yeah, they're not playing because they know they
Now
ain't
what I'm
playing.
saying is you talking about Silver. That's the softest man in the world, man.
Oh,
Talking about
well,
toughening up something.
oh yeah,
Come
That
on,
man
bro.
single-handedly destroyed the All-Star game.
yeah. It's dead. It's
Single-handedly. I used to look forward to it, bro.
you. The players don't even look forward to it. So how the fans gonna look forward to it? And I'm one
Shit,
of the biggest
they
NBA.
might well put the Harlem Globetrotters out
but
there,
see,
bro.
I don't even think the debacle with the All Star game has nothing to do with the quote unquote how the NBA handle business. That has something to do with the fact that it's everything about branding.
Well,
Yeah,
when you don't,
Nobody,
everybody
no,
got a brain.
how
and
many
Everybody got a
nobody,
times?
no,
brain.
and nobody wants to go out there and embarrass their brand. That's so.
Well, play
It,
better.
Right,
Play
and guess
better.
what? Guess what, Tony? I ain't got to bet if I don't. I ain't got to play better if I don't show up,
okay.
do I?
But Jordan got in the 3-point contest and
David
bombed.
Stern, David Stern would have made your ass show up.
Yep.
David Stern.
Look, Jordan.
You
Jordan
can't.
played. Jordan got the
You
three
can't
point
make.
contest.
You
He got
cannot
the three
make me
point
do
contest.
voluntary stuff because you're not giving me unless you give me an incentive.
What?
Because guess what? The only incentive Derby Stern had was money. Which guess what? The players didn't make as much back then.
Corey,
Money
some
is
people
always gonna be an incentive. I
compete
don't
though,
care
No,
how
man.
much you are making.
Competition is competing is
not
within you. You gonna compete. Kobe Bryant competed. Just for example, like he played with bandages. He looked like a mummy sitting on the
Kobe
sideline.
Bryant is from the different type of. He was not from the Brandon generation.
Him
You
and
can't
LeBron
make.
about 5 years apart. It ain't like they
But you
played
gotta
year together.
understand, but you gotta understand the 80s, when they hit the 90s, the game changed 90 around about 90 to 2000.
No, it
When
changed
Shaq
more. It
when
changed
Shaq
more
stopped being
2000.
dominant, it just went all out the door.
That's 2000s because Shaq got his ass beat in the 90s.
I know.
Yep.
It
Yeah.
was another
Shaq,
era.
Shaq
You ain't lying.
dominated from 2000 to about whatever 4, 5. You know that 5, 6 year
No, no,
run.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
around about
Hold on,
about four to
hold on,
five.
hold on, hold on.
Because
Let's
in the
be honest.
90s, the Spurs used to
Let's
eliminate
be honest.
the Lakers. The Jazz with Carmelo and Stockton used to take the Lakers out. Like they were trying to get past them guys.
Let's hold on. Let's be honest. No, Elijah Wan demolished Shaq, but the rest of the league didn't know what to do with him, but hack a Shaq him.
Well, I'm saying the Spurs
Okay, I give you
eliminated the
that.
Lakers. The Spurs took the Lakers out. Remember, you talking to somebody who watched the Lakers every year since '83. They
I'm
got
not
taken
saying that.
out
I'm not. No, what I'm
by the
saying is,
Spurs and the Jazz were beating them
yeah, they got
down.
beat. They got beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying they
No,
didn't get
Shaq got
beat.
But
his. The Shaq
that
went to
was
the
that
finals
was
too. I'm
but
not
that was
saying
their
Shaq didn't
own
do
but
anything.
that was their own little era though. This what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From okay, from the first I just say from the first three peat
Yeah.
of the
That's when
Bulls.
Shaq really took over. Like he took over then. It was him.
No, he didn't.
Why not?
No, he didn't. They was getting their ass mighty hot
No, they won
from the
three
first.
straight.
Who I'm talking about Shaq. That
What
was
was
in
that?
2000.
That
That
was
was in
99,
2000.
the 2000, and then
They
2001,
like
2002.
okay, right. I got you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the game changed from when Jordan first. I'm talking about Jordan first three P.
Oh, okay.
93
Okay.
from 93 to 2003. After 2000 after 2004 the game changed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They said that, but that's going back to what you were saying about like maybe Stern or somebody. I mean, Silver. The hand checking. They took that hand checking out of
Well,
there,
here,
and then they changed the rule. You put the zone.
Silver ain't been
Silver didn't come till later
commissioner.
than that, bro.
No, what
Yeah,
I'm
about
saying, the league.
2015.
But what I'm
Yeah,
About
saying is
way later.
2015.
the league started shifting. But I'm saying the rules started shifting with the got an echo. But with the hand checking, and then they started
I
putting
got it.
zone defense in there where you could play zone instead of man to man. That loosened the game up. Because you're right. That's around when Vince Carter and T Mac and guys like that started scoring started really going up. You know what
Well,
I'm
you
saying?
got to understand, I mean, you got to understand, Vince Carter played 22 years now.
Yeah, he did.
so
But he
So
had a
you talking about from about 2099 to damn the 2022 for Vince Carter?
yeah, he was there. But in his
Yeah, that's what I'm
heyday,
saying.
but his heyday was the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's when when he got right.
Yeah, yeah. When he kind of took off with that Toronto, right with Iverson and them. Like,
With the Raptors, yeah.
yeah, he took off pretty well there. And then Orlando for a second. Well, New Jersey was
Yeah,
pretty
New
good.
Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, we got there with kid, but yeah, I just think the changes of all that, man. Hey, one more thing with LeBron. He did mention that, but then he did say some other stuff. So he talked about the Bronny situation. Uh, Anybody want to speak on that? Like when he's because Stephen A had came back and said that he lied about that, about what he said today on the McAfee.
Oh, you could tell you could tell he did that for the camera because you Stephen they pulled that film up when he got through saying what he said. He looked over there to the camera
Yeah,
and walked his little punk ass off. And that dude a fraud, man.
great player, but I think
I like him as a person.
yeah,
I like him as a person, but he cried too damn much for me.
He
yeah,
do cry a lot, bro.
yeah. What you think about him, Nard? He more
To me, LeBron did nothing wrong. He just speaking up for himself and how he feel. We all have feelings, so if you have a feeling about something, just get it out of it.
He
I
too
felt
damn
he
sensitive,
did the
bro.
right
He
thing.
too.
yeah,
But so, hey, no, let me ask you this question. So you think that if Bronny is an NBA player, he should be treated like all the other NBA players? See that right there gonna bring the riff in.
yeah.
Oh, we can't criticize Bronny because we scared that LeBron James won't never talk to us again. Damn, LeBron James.
You can
You
still
got
cover
to,
LeBron James without him talking to you.
yeah, right.
But
This man got maybe 2 to 3 more years in the league. So you gonna destroy your credibility for a person that ain't gonna be in the league 5 to 10 years from now?
That's his child.
Yeah,
Well,
Understand?
shit.
That's his
I
child.
understand that.
he's
No, he
also
said
an
what
NBA
he
player.
destroyed. But what I'm saying is I understand you, I understand all that, but at the end of the day, that's his child. You gotta think, will a parent let his house burn down to save a child? Yeah. Even though that little motherfucker had the matches. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. I got a perfect scenario for you, Coy.
Oh,
I my oldest boy when he played little league football, juniors or whatever, even in high school, folks be out there talking about break your leg, da da da. You know what I know what I said. I ain't say a damn word. As long as you don't touch it.
As long as you don't
Yeah,
touch it.
exactly. I get all that. I get all
and
that.
ain't nobody
No,
touched
no,
on him.
nobody is above criticism, dog.
No, I totally agree with you. But I also understand something. I also understand that Braun is one of them hover parents. You see what I'm saying? It's just certain things that me, you, and the panel will never understand because we're not that type of cat. You
He
know what I'm
don't do
saying?
that when he don't do that when Bryce be out there.
Not yet.
Oh, God. You gotta go through this.
Call Bryce is a better player than Bronny.
Bryce is more.
Yes, yes.
Bryce is a bigger kid than Bronny. I mean, he sure
He's
is.
a better
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a better
He
player.
play better than his brother,
Okay,
bro.
let's say that now, y'all stop me when I'm wrong. But Bronny wasn't the best player on his high school team.
No,
Bronny was supposed to be on the McDonald's All American. There was some finagling with that because he
yeah,
wasn't even ranked in the top 24 in the country at the time. All right, Bronny wasn't the best player on his USC team,
no.
and he really shouldn't have
Eh,
been drafted. Like he could have joined. He could have got after the draft, go to summer league, and then latch on like that. And I think that the fact that that was manufactured is where a lot of the back and forth
bro,
is with it, right?
bro, why he ain't just do like Marcus Jordan and goddamn just goddamn hang on, so hang around and know your folk got billions of dollars.
I don't know.
Look at Marcus
After,
Jordan now, though.
I'm just saying though, dog.
You don't
After
want,
my,
Brian. That's a
I'm
bad
just
comparison,
saying,
there, Brian. Come
I'm
on, man.
saying me as a parent. I'm saying
Hey,
me as a parent. After my
yeah,
child had a heart condition, dog,
yeah,
and I got $1 billion,
yeah. Why am
man,
I
fuck
running down
that
the check?
basketball, man.
Well,
Look what fuck that basketball guy Marcus Jordan doing. Cocaine and old
and,
Latino.
and he still got money. And he still got money.
That ain't his money. He ain't got no money. That's his daddy money.
wait, look now, Brian.
He's spending it.
Yeah,
He's
but
spending it.
well,
He's
speaking of
Is
spending
it?
money,
his
It,
allowance.
hey, his allowance is more than my salary. So guess what?
Damn
Once it,
right.
More than
once
all our salaries.
once
hey,
it hits
Put
my
it
account, it's
together.
my money. Once it
yeah,
hits my account, it's my money. I don't care how you want to say it's your daddy's money. Well, it's my daddy's money in my account. He can't take it
Well,
back.
if I'm his dad
And
and I'm seeing all his antics, look, son,
hey,
look.
Nara, put
He
your
got a
website on
cocaine
there. Put your
problem.
page on there,
Leave
man.
them old Latino women alone. That's why
Shit,
you
I
getting
thought she was.
pictures taken with you doing lines in the middle of the other
bro,
day during brunch.
first of all, we
I
don't
thought
know.
he was Armenian. I thought she was Armenian or something like that. I didn't think
Something
she was
like that. Something
Hispanic.
like that.
She's
Hey,
something.
her
She
name
she
Larsa.
old, too damn old for him. Old bras do cocaine, and
He
that's what
might.
happens
Bro,
when you let a
He
young
might
man
like
get around an
Tony.
old bra who do cocaine. He
Tony,
end up
bro.
doing cocaine.
He might like to fish, so that's why he got a woman with some worms. You don't know.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
bro. I ain't know Scottie Pippen been married that many times. That's his third wife.
Yeah,
Hey
I
man.
But he
didn't
was
even know
married.
that, bro.
He was married to her for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was. He got 4 kids, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause his
And then,
boy in the NBA.
what she said about 4 times a week was automatic. So I don't know how you played all season 4 times a week,
Oh
but
yeah,
she
she
just
said
she
she was a
all she
sex
was
addict,
doing
man.
was securing the bag, bro.
4 times a
Said
week,
she.
she was making sure she was locked in.
That's why her back was messed up.
Hey, I never
She
thought
took
about
it.
that
She
one.
took him out, cuz.
Yeah.
And then been on a
Hey,
campaign to embarrass him ever since.
yeah. But
Fucking
yeah, so
Marcus Jordan, your fucking future, it is just a mess out here.
yeah, so Stephen A was saying that LeBron was lying about that situation because like, he put him all in that situation. He was just basically talking about the decisions of how that came about. And so I'm on Stephen A side with that. I mean I ain't got no problem with it. Like and see with LeBron, if your son is in the NBA and he signed a $4 million deal, right? Or $8 million deal. Like you still
Yeah,
get criticized just like anybody else. I
four for
mean,
8.
like it's part of the deal. You a teammate now. You a Laker. So
Yeah,
if
you
you
gonna
get
get criticized.
you
That
get
one, that one,
criticized.
that wasn't nothing but LeBron money. You remember he took less money now. That was
Correct.
LeBron money.
Well, correct. Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. He just took some of his money and then Bronny gets to say he's made it to the league, and that's fine. But you're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
Yeah.
mean,
criticized.
it's one of those things where how important is LeBron to the Lakers, and then you did that would allow that's what allows him to do what he does. If the Lakers
Cause
don't
he,
think it's important for him to be there, well, they
bro,
wouldn't draft the kid. It is
let
what
me
it
ask you a
is.
question. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he was in Cleveland that would have went down?
In Miami, it would not have went down.
I
Let's
know
In
it would have went
Cleveland, it
down to
probably would
Miami.
have.
so, but yeah,
I
It
the
know it
probably
ain't
answer
would have
gonna
went
go
down
to
to Cleveland.
Miami.
you mean Cleveland like when he came? Well, he left and came back. So I guess
Now I'm saying if he was still playing, if he'd have never went to the Lakers and he was still been at Cleveland, you think Dan Gilbert would have did that? I don't think so.
ooh.
I don't think so.
Him
Wow.
and Dan Gilbert soured at some point. So it depends on like when
Well,
in
no, they were
his
off and on. They have love quarrels
yeah.
because they sour when he left, and then when he
That's a
came
good
back, he
question.
loved them. So
That's a good
Well,
question.
you
I'm gonna say he'll do it because if you're saying LeBron has been there all this time, I'm assuming he's still there since 2015 or whatever year it was. So he would have been there
bro,
last 10 years.
I ain't even trying to be funny, dog.
Yeah.
I lost respect when he did that decision shit.
Well, you're not the only one.
Everybody did.
You're not the only one.
Everybody did.
I'll raise my hand on that
yeah,
one. I
That was
didn't
a
like
bad move on his part. He should if you gonna make that move, just
Bro,
make the move.
bro,
But just
he could
just,
have
just
won. He could have won that one title in Cleveland,
Yep.
and he
He'd be
probably
set.
would have been the goat in my eyes.
Yeah. But when you go hopping around trying to make
Nah, I can't.
it don't
Super
come out.
teams and all that.
But guess what? Now it's regular. Then back then it was a
Yeah, it's on the
scandal.
regular now.
It was It was that y'all use revisionist history because
Wow.
realistically,
How, Flay?
before he went to Miami, you got to remember what was going on in Boston.
What was going on in Boston?
Talking about
KG,
KG though.
Who?
yeah,
Well, you know, people don't look at KG. Don't look at KG
Nobody
and
talking about them
KD.
like they
They don't even look at
goats.
KG and
Nope.
KD like that because they skipped around to get them championships.
They good players.
but I'm saying it. But that's what I was
Good,
saying. But
but they're not.
what I'm saying is the super team idea was already that box was already popped open. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't the first to do it.
Well, Corey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. They played. They was around for a little while. Like Garnett and all them. They been around
But
for a while.
that
They made
but
they run
bro,
with their teams because Ray Allen was in Milwaukee and Seattle, and
Hmm.
and and,
bro,
and
that
Paul
been
Pierce
going
was
on since
in
the '80s,
Boston.
man. How the Lakers got
Yes,
They
Magic
came.
Johnson?
They got
How they
together.
got Magic Johnson? And then once they got Magic Johnson, how the hell they get Worthy?
I'm gonna tell you how they got.
Worthy was already there. Wait,
No word.
Worthy
No,
They had just
Worthy
no,
one.
came later.
No,
Cleveland.
no.
There was a trade in the late 70s. There was a trade, or either 1980, where the Cleveland ownership, they basically was a clown show. They wanted to do all kind of tactics just to get people in the buildings. But that owner made a trade with the Lakers. He got some solid players, what you want to call them, for a future pick. And it just so happened that Cleveland fell off the map, and that's how and it fell on that year on that for that deal, and the Lakers got worthy with that pick
But they had just won the championship.
because that future pick, there was a future
I'm
pick
just
in the
saying though,
deal.
dog. They
That
always do that for
but that
LA and Boston.
well
They
that
always do.
but that was Cleveland's fault
Now
though.
that's true.
They made that
That is
trade.
true, Brian.
No, well they made Cleveland made that trade three
How
four
the
years
hell?
prior, so it wasn't that
But
they
but what I'm
made a
saying
trade.
is okay. So McHale give KG to Boston for a snippet and a bag of popcorn.
Okay, now that's a little different. Yeah, I get you that. Like that, they got that one out. Yeah,
But I
but
mean, before that, we can
but
go.
they
We can
got a
go. We can go. The Houston team with Barkley, Drexler, and
they
Elijah.
old, but see that's what we
But they
saying.
was old though.
These
They was
guys,
old though.
the LeBron Wade Bosh thing, these are guys
They was in
In
their
their
prime.
prime.
they were in their primes and still ready to go. But when you get them later on down the line, like even Garnett was good with Boston, but he wasn't the KG, the big ticket KG. He was more of a center, defensive center by the time he was in Boston. So yeah, they got together in the name of it, but Ray Allen still wasn't the same Ray Allen he was in Milwaukee and Seattle when he was dunking on everybody and shooting threes on your ass. Like he wasn't that same player. Like they were a little bit longer in the tooth. But that's like LeBron Wade and Bosh getting together in 2019. You see what I'm saying? But they got together like they first new contracts. They were
Oh, oh.
they tried to put Carmelo in there first. Bosh was
Mm-hmm.
was the backup plan. But Carmelo he re-up with the Nuggets. He re-up with the Nuggets and took that money. So that took him out of
Mm-hmm.
them. So he didn't line up with them to be free agent. So they got Bosh.
But bottom
But see, the
line
thing was
is
they were supposed to do it in Cleveland, and Carmelo didn't want to go to Cleveland.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would that would stop that now.
And
And
Chris
Brown,
plus
Bosh
that
Brown,
he signed that contract a year early. He
and
signed that
Chris
Brown,
contract a year
Brown,
early.
Brown.
and
Do
Chris
you want
Bosh
Uh,
was averaging 22 points and 10 boards a game the year before he went to Miami.
TB?
yeah.
Do you want to go to Cleveland?
Hell no, I don't want to go no dirty
nobody
ass
want to go
Hold
Cleveland.
to
on.
Cleveland.
The NFL got people playing in Buffalo.
Okay.
Nobody want to
It
be in
ain't that.
Buffalo
They,
either.
they don't want to go to Buffalo.
You go
They
where
don't want to
LeBron
go to
James is.
Buffalo.
LeBron James in Cleveland, you go to Cleveland.
I'm just
Look,
saying.
If
look,
you was
look, look, look here, man. The only
Buffalo ain't
reason,
won no championship,
if Michael Jordan was playing in Chicago, that ain't like the most
but that's a
wonderful
big
place to
city
be.
though.
but
But that's a
Chicago
big
got
city.
stuff
It's a
going
What
on
are,
cold
what
with
are
it.
you talking about?
it's a cold Midwest city.
You
Nobody
Chicago.
Chicago is a big city, a
nobody was
It's
big
more.
talking.
market.
It's
Okay,
the huge.
I
It's one of the
Chicago is a
before
biggest
big
markets in
city.
the world.
before Jordan went to the Bulls, nobody was looking at Chicago.
But
It,
Chicago
it
itself is
was a
still a big
cold.
market.
a cold Midwestern
You
The
mean
talking
nobody
a
was
was
looking
Jordan
at
competition
wasteland,
when
Chicago?
Jordan came
just
up.
like Detroit. It was a wasteland before Isaiah went
It
there.
was, but it's
They hit
still a
the.
big market.
What I'm saying is
Detroit really
LeBron
is a
made.
small market.
But what I'm saying
Now
is LeBron made that's the Cleveland, all that's the same area. LeBron made Cleveland a spot.
you got
Reg-
okay.
Yeah,
First of all,
but don't
First of
but
all, there's a difference between Cleveland and Chicago, and
Big difference.
actually at the time Detroit too. Because at one point Detroit was the richest city in the damn world, but but Cleveland is just Cleveland. It ain't been nothing special since the damn 50s or 40s.
Said Jim Brown.
Hey man, people still go there though. Like I'm saying,
No, people
if you have
escape
a
there.
star player like a Jordan, that Chicago became a cool place for basketball.
But
But
also
before he got
understand
there,
this.
it
But
was a
understand
wasteland.
this. Understand this. It was a
Yeah,
wasteland because you say where is that? But understand this. You are in the third largest media market in the country.
In the
So
world. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, bro,
Yeah, you,
So when you
WGN,
go to Chicago, your money potential. The reason one of the reasons why Jordan didn't really care about making uh
NBA
having
money.
NBA money is because he was in a market that
because he's
was
Michael Jordan.
made to bring him the opportunities.
Also, he's
yeah,
Michael Jordan.
exactly.
You really you
Yeah,
don't
but
you
the
Go
don't
ahead.
thing
think
about it
Jordan
is
Jordan
what Carr is saying is right because you got to understand the Cubs hadn't won a damn World Series in what's called, and everybody loved the Cubs,
But
You
and
know
they
why?
had their own
they're
TV thing
but
WGN.
WGN.
so did the
WGN is the
Bulls.
biggest market in the Midwest, bro.
The Bulls got
WGN
Yeah,
stretch all the way
ESPN
down. We
too.
used to watch WGN here in Atlanta.
Yes,
It
I
was the
get
only
it.
Midwest station that reached down this way, and it reached as far as the West Coast.
I get it. I watched it.
WGN is huge, bro.
I
That
watched it.
Chicago market is huge.
But they still wasn't not the place to be for basketball.
WGN is huge, bro.
I
That
watched it,
Chicago market is huge.
but they still wasn't not the place to be for basketball until Jordan got
Maybe not for basketball, but as far as media in general goes,
media
bro, you got
market.
a
You
lot of
talking about a
exposure
media market?
in
Yeah.
right.
Chicago.
But what I'm saying is these places were not popular for basketball. I'm saying
understand that.
LeBron James is
Bro.
strong
Think
enough.
about this here.
No, but
Think
I'm
about
saying
this here.
I get it.
Chicago ain't won since Jordan left,
Yep.
and
They still
And we don't.
everybody wear Jordan. I mean, Chicago
Chicago
Bulls
Bulls.
gear.
But the point that's what I'm saying is Jordan. Like the players who are the stud players going to Chicago now, or since
You
then.
had Derrick Rose.
Derrick
You had
Rose.
He was drafted there. Okay, who else? That's what I'm saying. Like it yes, it's a media spot. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying LeBron. Well, I'm talking about with LeBron and somebody not wanting to go there. If LeBron James is there and he's this big guy that he's supposed to be, and he's the son to the universe, players should be going to him. Why they not going to him?
If he would have stayed
yeah,
there, you could have made
bro.
Cleveland into
It,
that spot, but he
it
didn't
it's
stay there.
it's
That there
something
you
about
go.
that.
That's what I was
It's got
getting
to
at.
be.
That's what I was
It's got
getting
to
at.
be. It's got to be something about that because you got to think about it. Don't nobody want to go and play with him in L.A.
That's true too.
And
That's true
And
too.
you,
A lot of people have turned him down.
understand this. For the first, most players when they come into the league, they're about their money first.
Okay.
Hmm.
All
Yeah, it's
right,
all about the money first.
all
Yep.
right. So when you see LeBron down in Cleveland, when it comes to your money, that's not the market you can make that you can do the business in.
right, right.
Now, down
And
the
you,
line, after you got the money, then you start chasing the championship. That is why we always see these old players jump from team to team because they want to get that ring before they go.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right.
All right. So, damn. Okay. Anything else from that interview that y'all want to bring up or to say?
No.
Anything about
Yeah,
Stephen A?
like I said, it just pissed me off by taking it to Pat McAfee platform. Why you ain't go to your homeboy Shannon Sharp who love your dirty draw?
That would have been that right there,
I'm
Brown. I'm
with you.
glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, cause that would have been a bigger. You would have got more numbers on the interview itself,
Hell yeah,
and
it
that
wouldn't have
was a
been no money.
benefit for you.
I couldn't
Yeah,
stand
Pat
that show.
McAfee really a sports show. It's basically a football show.
Right.
That's
It
But
ain't
it.
Yeah.
even basketball.
but
Like
guess
them guys
guess
don't even watch
in order
basketball.
for him to be in order for him to be on ESPN with Shannon Sharp, where did he got to go?
Oh, that was. I mean, he went to the right platform. Because they play McAfee, they treat him like Stephen A. They treat
He did not.
McAfee like Stephen, but actually more than Stephen A.
But
Well,
but
not since
see,
Stephen A. decided
but
that deal,
see,
but
the whole thing about it was a shot at Stephen A. I'm
They
gonna
yeah,
come
about him
on, like
doing
you
that
said,
over there. Yeah,
I'm gonna come on your platform,
on
right,
your
your network.
platform, on your network. I ain't gonna do no interview with you, but I'm still gonna do one just to spite you.
yeah,
That's
and
all that was about.
I won't get no pushback because he would have got immediate pushback when he made that statement about the
Bro,
Giannis thing, and
they
then
was they was they was talking about this man, joking and laughing about this man on his
yeah,
network.
yeah,
But
yeah,
when Stephen
that's
A. But when Stephen A. got on his platform, he ate him up, bro.
yeah.
He ate him
So
up when he got on his YouTube platform.
LeBron
He
ain't
can't
gonna win.
say
This ain't something LeBron gonna win. You're not gonna win this battle
no,
with
no,
Stephen
I
A.
ain't
You
gonna
might as
win.
well leave it alone.
yeah,
But ego, both of
Yeah,
them got ego.
so
But
guy,
Stephen
Ain't
yep,
even
A got
that.
the platform.
One of them got a microphone, one of them don't.
That's what that
bro.
exactly what I just said.
He just had. Did y'all see the interview with RG3 last night?
no,
Nah, I ain't see it.
Stephen A. Stephen A. had went off on RG3, called it uh called him soft or something. He called him something,
yeah, I'm
and
glad you did.
RG3 responded to it last night. And Stephen A. came, now a man of his word. He did come on the platform and let RG speak his piece though.
Okay, I need to check this one out then, cause
Yeah. Check it out. It's
okay,
on RG3
now,
platform.
okay,
Now
here's
I'm gonna say this about Stephen A. Stephen A. is that kid in high school that couldn't fight for shit, but talk more shit than a little bit.
Couldn't
Always get his
play.
ass kicked, but he gonna come back talking shit.
Hey,
That's
couldn't
that's
play.
Stephen A.
hey,
Couldn't play, but he liked to talk about sports, but he couldn't
That's
play
it.
a lick.
hey, and he's done well for himself. Hey,
Brown, what did you say when we was in college about your mouth? You pay rent on that one.
Yeah, I pay rent on this house. What the hell I
yeah,
want to say?
hey, what about this guys? Brian Windhorst. All right, that's the guy that used to
Oh, he
that.
dogged him, man.
Right. So
Yeah, he
how do y'all
did.
feel about LeBron doing that to Brian Windhorst? Talking about like he wasn't his real friend or he wasn't a friend of his, and it's kind of weird or whatever that he claimed that he's a
But
friend.
Stephen A. pulled the
So,
receipts on that.
all right, so let's talk
Yep.
about that. What's going on with that?
Oh,
Hey
he
man, the
mad cause
relationship went
he
south.
mad cause Windhorst on Steve A. What you call? Windhorst be on all the basketball stuff on ESPN with Stephen A.
Right, but
But
Windhorst used
just
to follow him, right? They used to follow
since
LeBron, right? He
junior
was like,
high,
yeah,
since
okay,
junior high, bro.
okay,
Windhorst made his name off with LeBron James.
right. But supposedly they supposed to have been tight. That was the whole storyline behind it.
That's what I thought it was.
But LeBron
He
is
went
not
out talking
saying
about
that's not true.
he's not my friend. That's kind of weird.
Storyline behind it,
That's what I thought it was.
But LeBron
He
is
went
not
out talking
saying
about
that's not true.
he's not my friend. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
He trying to act like that man a Poindexter or something. You
yeah.
know
So
what I'm
what's
saying? Don't Poindexter me, dog.
what's the truth to that then? What's the truth on that? Or
Now I don't know where that came from, bro.
The truth
It's a
probably
it
somewhere in the
probably
middle.
yeah. It's something that happened that ain't being said. That's how
yeah,
with their relationship.
It's some winded and reported on him, and he ain't like
And he ain't
what
like
Richard
it.
said. Yeah.
that's what it is. Then he done said some quote unquote unpopular things about LeBron. So now he's like,
Hey, hey, I
Man,
tell you what you do.
everybody know LeBron is very thin skinned. He sit there
Hey,
and internalizes every bit of criticism that's been levied upon him. Cause he'll regurgitate to you exactly what people have been saying about him. So
But
you hear the noise. But
but
it's
that's most of them now. That's all of them.
what?
we
That is most professional.
we in that era. We in the era, dog.
Okay,
yeah.
but he's the top dog. He's supposed to be in this other class. So I
You
only,
should be. You
I would
should.
have
You should
wrote,
be
yeah,
above the noise at this point in your
I
yeah,
career.
mean,
You should be above all
KG.
criticism.
I'm sorry. KD run damn fake Twitter account. So I mean,
right.
it's just the nature of the beast.
But we ain't got
Hey,
KD
but
up there.
look, y'all check out. It
And
was
you
on
right about that.
ESPN. It was on ESPN a couple of weeks ago when Gilbert Arenas was on there. You know, Gilbert one of his followers too. He act like he ain't, but
Mhm.
he is.
Yeah.
So what he done said?
And Wendy said some stuff on there, and that's the origin of it right there.
Oh, that's what this is. Then he done
Yeah,
said he in the Skip Bayless class now
yeah,
with
right.
you in that corner now. Stephen A in that
Yeah,
corner. So you know. And if you say anything about Bronny, I guess you'll be in that corner as well. Whoever does.
I'm never talking to you again.
Yeah.
But
And
at
hey,
this
And
point, LeBron don't understand, bro. This your legacy you fucking up.
yeah,
damn right.
And all you had to do was keep playing ball, man. Do like Jordan did, and just ignore that shit.
yeah.
First of all, understand something. The Bron legacy ain't for us.
Mm-mm.
We're
It's
gonna
for
be
himself.
we're the Jordan generation. Nard,
Yeah, right.
Kobe, and all them is gonna be the LeBron generation. And guess what? Personal, that the next generation believe speak your mind no matter no matter who gonna listen or no matter who gets offended. Is it?
Well, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this. I think Curry's more their generation.
Yeah, LeBron.
I
Well,
think
no, because
LeBron.
LeBron been the face
I
Nah.
of the
mean,
league
LeBron
for,
is
for
because
the
he's
whole
still
time.
young.
Curry.
Curry is the
Curry.
middle America white kid generation because they all shoot jumpers. That's it. That's him.
Hey
Wait a
man.
minute,
He
Corey.
gave them hope, bro.
Hey,
But
Steph
Corey.
Curry fucked up the game. Steph Curry fucked up the game.
Okay,
Cause everybody think they can do what Steph Curry do, and they can't.
Curry. Only
I
one
That
don't
thing.
know.
damn
They hitting from there. I get to them. They
The,
hitting
But
from there.
okay, but
the
well,
what I'm
closest
saying
thing,
is,
the closest thing you had was when what's his name
my
Lillard might have been, but he still ain't Curry.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, back in the day, if you was 7 foot, you was on the block. Now
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
hey
got Wimbyama 7'6" out there shooting three.
We
Terry.
got Jokic out on the 3-point line.
Right, Terry.
Jokic,
Terry. Terry.
yeah,
We gonna lower that height a little bit more. If you was 6'7", you had
Yeah.
somebody
right.
in the post
You
You had
with
to
you.
you didn't
bang.
shoot no three.
If
You
You
had
you
to
was
six
goddamn
seven, you
bang
didn't shoot
for it.
no three.
hell, if you was Michael Jordan, you played in the post because Jordan played in the
That's
post
right.
at 6'4",
That's
6'5".
right.
However tall Jordan is for real, 6'5",
He's
whatever.
6'6". He's 6'6".
Okay, I'm
But he played it majority of his career in the
in the
post.
post. Yeah, they see that's the other thing too. A lot of people, and I'm gonna use you for example, Nard, but a lot of people in your generation and slightly before your generation, they only think about Michael Jordan from the second three-peat, come the whatever that video was that came out a couple years ago. The Jordan that first came into the league, he's
It was
every
nothing
bit
like that.
he's every bit of what player? What player, guys?
Shit, Dr. J.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about somebody that everybody else can say. Whatever you think the best two guard is that can fly in the air and do all that stuff. Jordan was doing all that when he first walked in the door. Like his
No, he's
game,
Giannis. He was Giannis. He was at
hell,
the
he
rim.
he was whatever they want to say about Anthony Edwards or any of these
I
guys.
would say, yeah,
Nah.
Ed's a good
No, what I'm
comparison.
saying is that
Hey,
as that two
Anthony
guard,
Edwards or Zion.
Zion, all that he was doing
Yeah.
all that stuff from the two guard slot off straight athleticism and
With a
fundamental.
pure jump. With a pure jump.
With a jump shot and fundamental play because he was fundamental too. And then as he got older, he played more slow paces in the post. But that's the part everybody be seeing on them videos is that 96 through 98. But that 84 through 91,
A dog.
man, you talking about Russell Westbrook? Jordan was doing all that too. You
Hmm.
name a player, Jordan was doing all of that. Matter of fact, Jordan.
But Jordan had a better mid range game
Oh, right.
than
That's what I'm
Russell.
saying. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying
Hey,
when people think that we say Jordan's the best or whatever. It ain't because we just biased because of his shoes or whatever. It's because he had the game. His game was complete. Mid-range jumper, pull up, dribble off the dribble, bank shots, post game. He could shoot from three. They just didn't play it that way back then. But he could shoot
40,
from three
48-inch vertical.
and the
48.
verse,
48.
alley and all defense
Yep. 9 times. 9 times all defensive.
and league
No,
MVP. There's
Yeah.
nothing he couldn't do.
don't let these old dudes come for you.
No, we're helping Nard because Nard can help bring
He,
this.
he ain't asking for you. He's a grown man. Don't
No,
let these old men come at you.
Nard. Nard,
Yeah.
Nard, Nard taking the information in because he's going to be better than the other guys because he's
Now,
going to be
Nard
better.
gonna
he
do
on
his research to
hey,
see if it's true. That's what it is.
goddamn
Nard taking
right.
notes.
Nard, I seen some video, bro.
Yeah. All right. Y'all just listening to y'all.
Yeah, you see the video. Go back to 84, 85 Jordan and watch him play. You'll be like, what the hell? Like, like it's amazing, man.
Don't let these old men tell you to get off their lawn. Piss on it.
But yeah, guys. So, that was interesting today, man. With that, and of course, it's gonna be more from that because Stephen A. He gonna shoot
He
his
gonna drag it out. He gonna drag it
yeah,
out, bro.
and
Oh,
then
we're gonna hear
LeBron
about
gonna
this for at least the next week or so, bro.
yeah, then
Yeah.
LeBron gonna come back with something too. So
Because y'all got to remember, you got to understand, this is literally the dead season for sports. It
Bro,
is.
Stephen A had chill back on it. He did all this stuff about a week ago. In a week,
Hmm.
he let it pass, let it die down, and LeBron brought this shit back up.
and
Cause
you know
LeBron
what?
petty.
Hey, Stephen A. even came out the other day and said I might be wrong about Bronny, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah,
But like at least he seemed like he was trying to
He was.
back
No,
off.
he wasn't trying. His. Let's see. It's the same
it,
thing.
it was a backhand compliment.
Yeah,
It was
but
a
but
backhand compliment.
Bronny's not his target.
Right.
Nah, he ain't going there, bro. He want LeBron ass,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what that was about, and
Yeah.
that was
bro.
his way. That was his way of saying it's not about the kid. It's about you.
Oh.
Bro,
Yeah.
you see what he did to Kyrie. You see what he did to Kyrie.
Who?
Stephen
Stephen
A.
A.
Oh yeah.
Man, he dogged Kyrie for some years.
Yeah, he
About some
did.
stuff he
Yeah.
about some stuff he was mad at Kyrie dad about.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. Well, I tell you, y'all, that's wow. Hey, lad, this is good to have right before the playoffs for the NBA. So this is good.
Yep. This is my favorite part of the season right here.
Yeah, man. Hey, and we got
This my
we got
only part of the season.
hey, and don't forget we got the NFL draft we're gonna be doing too. In a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
be ready to draft. And Corey, if you're not drafting, you could be our analyst if you don't mind. So however you want to do it.
He he might have to be the mediator
Yeah.
because he ain't really no pro football fan.
Yeah.
Not really.
So he can break it down then. 'Cause he'll know these guys coming in. Travis Hunter. Hey, what happened to Travis Hunter and not no longer being number one?
Back and
I,
He
forth.
wasn't. He wouldn't. The quarterback's gonna go first. Quarterback and Abdul Carter.
I'm about to say yeah, because it's always been up in the air that Carter might go first.
whew.
Yeah.
Would you
I
draft him
mean,
first, Corey?
who
No.
who
You drafting another Michael Parsons, bro.
That's what I'm about to say. I mean, Carter. I mean, put like this, I can get more mileage out of Carter. It depends on the team. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Depending on
But
hey, but I'm gonna tell you who gonna be a sleeper, but he just as good. Carter, that
And
who?
boy from Alabama, Jahad Campbell, got the same traits, bro. All ball linebacker that can stand up and rush the pass.
all right, that sounds like somebody Seattle need. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
you see what Miro ran in.
Oh yeah, he
Miro,
ran it.
What he
Yeah.
run?
Miro ran a 4.37.
Woohoo!
God damn.
That is not the problem with Milrose.
God, leave 4-3.
4.37 at the pro day.
Hey, he
4.37.
look good. He look good in the uniform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell. When I said they were talking about the Brown getting. Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter and trade back up in the first at the back end of the first round for Miro as a project.
Hmm.
Bro, the thing about it is you really can't sign nobody else. You got to get a Rick at quarterback. Cause all that dead cap money with that boy
You
They
mean
paid
Mr.
that
Nasty
Garrett
Man?
with Watson.
Watson.
Mr.
Yeah.
Nasty Man.
And then they spent all
Yeah,
that money on the defensive guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I
And
can't think of his
but
name right now.
that dead money
Miles
with
Garrett.
Watson,
Miles Garrett, right?
that dead money with Watson is 79 million, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, they're
Cause
gonna.
they kept on pushing it back. You know how
Yeah.
they give them a signing bonus and push the money to the back end, sign the bonus and push money to the back end. Okay, they done pushed it so much to it's at 79 million.
They're gonna have to eat that then, bro. Wow.
79 million. He gonna get all of that. So you got to drive the Rick is somebody you ain't gonna pay no more than about
Well,
League minimum.
do they draft
yeah.
Shador? Do you draft Shador?
I don't think I don't think
He
Dion
ain't
let him
coming
go
out
there.
either.
I think Shadur should go to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Either the Raiders or New York. The Raiders of New York.
Yeah, I would hate to see him go to
Giants.
the Giants.
Well, you
Nah,
know the
don't send him
Giants
to the
got
Giants,
Russell
See,
bro.
Wilson. They got
Oh
Russell
yeah,
Wilson and James
Oh
Winston
yeah,
in New York.
Yeah.
but they just got them for to play next year and let him sit.
Okay.
You see what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that can work. Yeah, if you're gonna do it that way,
They're
yeah.
gonna let
the,
they gonna make him sit
when they
because they
when the deal with Watson came about, I was like, why are y'all paying? I could never understand why. That's why Cleveland never. That's why they'll never have shit because you can't. Because you, I mean, what you literally paid the biggest contract for a quarterback at the time for a dude that might at the time you didn't know whether or not he was going to jail or not, and he was
they
hurt.
had to,
Yeah, that
Corey.
didn't
They
make no
had
sense
that
at all.
it didn't, but what they
that
had
concept was too
to because
expensive.
they had
Yeah.
to do it. But the reason why they had to do that is because he had to pay all those suits off.
Oh, yeah, them 22 lawsuits.
Yeah, 22 lawsuits.
What it 22 of them,
So
something like that.
yeah, yeah, shit. He might have
Again,
got 230, but it ain't all went to him. They're playing all them sexual assault cases.
I get all that. I wouldn't have touched him. I literally wouldn't have touched him.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Well. Oh well.
I'd have picked his ass up
Watson's
at
not
the
even
file
on
for
the list.
picked his ass up at the file for bankruptcy as a transitional free agent or whatever the hell he was would have
Bro,
been at the time.
Coy, Coy, if I got $230 million, 23 lawsuits, I get everybody $1 million. I still got 220,
I wouldn't have
217.
signed you, Brown. You wouldn't have got no
But
money from me.
I'm
This was
just
a fool.
saying.
From the average person, you wouldn't have got no money. That was just a bad decision all the way around.
Because he was. You got to understand, bro. He was also hurt at the time.
I
Mm-hmm.
know it was a bad decision. I know that, but I'm just telling you what they logic was. You got to think about it. You dealing with Jimmy Haslam, dog, the man who owned the pilots, all the pilots. Jimmy
I.
Haslam.
But Jimmy, okay, but he don't like spending no money.
Mm.
She he put them 230 million or whatever it was on the
I got you.
And look,
Well.
yeah.
But you can listen because it was
Well,
it
he
was
was,
sketchy. It was sketchy whether they're gonna pay Miles
but
Garrett.
what I'm saying is he was I'm talking about Watson. He was the
Mhm.
hottest young quarterback. That boy threw
But
for
he had
5,000. I
but
know,
he
but
took a lot of baggage with him.
Yeah.
no,
he
he
was
was hurt,
injured. He was injured,
injured.
and yeah, and he ain't never came back from the injury. First,
Mhm.
first of all,
That's the biggest part. The part the other stuff is it's just mean I should get a deal for the other
the
stuff.
man,
But
the man
but
is not a football man, Corey. He's
uh,
on gas stations.
you hire people to. I'm not a
That's
mechanic,
what
but
the
I know.
general manager for, though.
I'm not a
That's what the
mechanic, but I
GM
know.
job is to tell him that.
I'm just
No,
saying.
I'm not a mechanic, but I know how to go find somebody to fix my car.
Hey, look here. That's just like Jerry Jones. Everybody says Jerry ain't got no business doing it. Jerry played college football. Jerry got a national championship ring. So he think he know football. That's why I don't even when they say something about Jerry now, I don't even I don't even whisper a peep. Cause he gonna do what he want to do.
Right. He's Al
He
Davis.
the owner.
Just no, he's Al
Yeah.
Davis. He's Al Davis. Well, he ain't quite Al Davis. He ain't still the team. He needs to pay for his team.
Yeah, Al stole the team. Yeah, Al stole the team.
You know that, didn't you,
Yeah.
dog?
What you say?
You know that Al Davis stole the whole football team from his partner.
Wow, I did not know
Yep.
that.
Yeah, that man
He
left
did it.
town and he came back and the dude said, "Hey, you ain't in charge no more. It's my team."
Al did some gangster shit. Cause Al was the coach.
Hmm.
And the man came back to town. You ain't running shit no more. I got it.
And Al Davis drafted everything that can run a 4.3 or better.
Yep.
They kid he had hands or not. Al Davis drafted Alexander Wright. Remember him to Brown?
Yep. From Auburn.
Fast as, yeah, fast as hell. Couldn't catch him. Couldn't catch a cold. Naked in December.
Yeah, man. Yep. But see, that's what I was saying about Jerry, man. You that man 80 some years old. Yeah, he need to go sit his ass down. But Jerry still think he young. Jerry think in 1961 when him and Jimmy Johnson won that championship.
They playing in
But
Arkansas.
but but do you want Steven to run the team?
Hell no.
Okay then.
Damn it,
If
you
you
do
if
whatever
you
you want.
on the way the Cowboys win, that pass to the grand boy. The grand boy probably do better than them two suckers.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Because
when you own the team, you can play the game.
You can do what you want to do. It ain't my
Jerry
money.
Hey,
Jerry
Jerry,
told
Jerry
Jimmy
playing
Johnson.
real life fantasy football, bro.
Yeah.
Jerry
Yep.
Jerry
That's
literally
what he doing.
Hey, they playing squid games.
Jerry told Jimmy Johnson, hey man, you know who I turn the lights on and off in this motherfucker.
Goddamn right. What
Right.
Jerry doing? Jerry throwing shit against the wall and hoping it'll stick.
Yep.
But actually, believe it or not, as far as the talent goes, Jerry has not done bad about picking talent.
He picked good talent.
It's not the
The
talent.
business
It's
it's the business decision.
yes.
It's the business decision. I'm trying to see how the hell this man became a billionaire doing some of the stupid shit he do.
Jerry
Oh,
Jones.
bruh.
Jerry
Yep.
Jones is just like Donald Trump, bro. He got to have the final word on everything.
No, no. Actually, Jerry's been as far as making money. Jerry's always been successful. There's a difference between him and Trump.
Yeah, I give you that.
It's not. And
But
when you say when you say
he's not successful at running a football team.
no, he's no. He's successful in running a franchise. He's not successful as far as putting the people in place to coach and GM and manage his team. His problem is he doesn't know how to let a coach coach. That's my biggest
Jerry
Jerry
want
say
all the
he the
credit. He
coach.
want all the
Jerry want
credit.
everything.
He
right.
Yes.
want all the credit.
But
Right.
as far as talent, as far as the brand, the Dallas Cowboys, from where he got it to Jerry single handedly is probably one of the most important people as far as value in the NFL out of any of them.
150 million to 11 billion.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
He
You
he
can't
And
was
beat
the
think
it.
one
about it.
he
When he
was the
got
one
the
that he was the one that had this. He was the first one to say, you know what? I'm gonna take my naming rights. I'm gonna take a lot of the stuff that the NFL kind of kept to themselves and said, no, you can't do. Jerry said, watch me. I own this. This is my house. You can't tell me.
He put that swoosh on the stadium and
Uh
turned
huh.
it out.
and you
Turned it out.
remember when he got the Cowboys, they were sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I mean,
saw.
like sorry. Like whatever you want to think, they were in the bottom. Man. But
Why
then
you,
they had
that's
like
why
one
that's
win.
why
Then they had like one win the first year with Troy Aikman, right? Or something
the
like that.
first year with the first year Jerry, no, they was like 3-13.
Mm-hmm.
First year with Jerry, they was 1-15.
1-15, yeah. 1-15, yep.
He pulled off the Herschel Walker trade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what Jimmy did that.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah,
Jimmy did that.
yes sir. Man, well gentlemen, man, hey, we can keep going y'all want to. I'm just letting y'all know we've been at it. So
Yeah, we good. I
I mean,
mean,
I
cause,
enjoy it,
cause,
man.
some,
Yeah,
cause something else live to come up. You be calling me talking about you want to come home tonight.
He ain't lying, cause bro, I look here. You hit me when I was leaving the job.
oh wow, okay. Hey man, I saw that Stephen A. stuff, man. I was like, I know you guys want to talk about this. So,
I was trying to
All I
watch that
know is
damn.
I saw.
uh,
Go ahead.
I was trying to
Yeah.
watch that damn interview while you when you told me about. I'm trying to watch it before we went live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you sent me the invitation to the live, I was watching it.
okay,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah. I was watching it too, man. I was like, this is very intriguing here to see this. Now we got two stories. Somebody like Stephen A. is out here
Some,
saying he's saying that LeBron's lying. So it
hey, he blatantly saying he lying.
yeah, it wasn't even wasn't no substance to it. So if he gonna go
He's
out
a
on the field like that and
I
make
want to see
this,
if they're gonna
well,
talk
that's the
about this
truth.
on first take tomorrow.
Yeah,
that boy said that you know it
yeah,
is.
yeah. They
That
gonna
boy
talk
said
about
that
it,
boy
man.
said that boy
I,
said he
yeah,
lied, bro.
I won't be surprised if they don't cover it too much on first take because it's kind of like one of those things where you don't let like if you have a record label, you don't let your artists go back and forth.
Right, right,
Gotcha.
right.
So you saying it might be a
But
little too
Stevie,
messy, a little too
it
messy to
might
get
be a
on
little too
first take?
messy, yeah. Man,
Hey,
that nigga Stephen A said he didn't say none of this on first take today.
yeah,
But when he got on this show, that joke said he lied, bro. He's a
yeah,
liar.
yeah. And
I
I
was
don't
like,
mess with him,
damn.
and he don't mess with him. So
But
Yeah, he
also,
said I
you know,
don't
you
fuck with
y'all
him.
also
yep,
I do know that Steve A's been a little bit frisky since he signed that new contract.
For
hey,
sure. He real frisky.
He got
I
that job
agree.
security.
He locked. He locked. Yeah, he good.
As just like Shannon Sharp. He real frisky.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. He been different.
Uh, yeah, he been different, man. But
Yeah,
I got to watch Nightcap tonight. I know Shannon gonna say something about it.
Oh, you know it.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll check them out. See what they doing.
yeah. Then my boy 401 gonna call me and say, hey, you wanna come back home tomorrow night?
Man, you hear what they said? It's like, dang, man. But
Man, some of these topics you have to talk about them like that, bro.
yeah, yeah. And there's people listening, man. Like, and I appreciate the people that are listening, man. And they were like, as a matter of fact, the one from the other night, man. People hit me up saying, man, we enjoyed listening to y'all, man, talking about that stuff. So
Which one? The one from Monday night?
yeah,
Yeah, I started to get in there, but I was like, I'm not gonna entertain y'all folks.
I
You
oh,
just
sent you
didn't
the I
want you
sent you
just
the
didn't
message.
want
I told you come on, bro. You
he
entertaining
just
me.
didn't want to talk about no basketball. He funny like that now.
oh man, dang,
He funny like that.
dang, Corey.
I stay in
But
my lane.
yeah,
See, I knew you were gonna say that. I stay in my lane.
hey man. But once again, I learned a lot from you guys, man. So I love hearing y'all talk, man.
Oh,
So,
hey, check it out.
what that?
I pulled up that article when you said that about Dion the other night.
Okay,
About they said they paid him all his money. Those guys right there,
yeah,
they're more biased towards the HBCU.
HBCU. Uh-huh.
I ain't saying they wrong now. I ain't
yeah,
saying they wrong. But and then the other guy who kind of brought that story that was talking about the story
yeah,
that you sent me,
yeah.
he kind of go back and forth. He's a real big HBCU. I just want somebody unbiased to tell the truth.
Well, where you gonna
You got
find
to
them
be
at?
unbiased. We can't find nobody that's unbiased. We ain't
Cause
found it yet.
the only people that know ain't saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
school
and
ain't saying, and Dion ain't
and
saying.
and Dion don't want to settle the school name, and they don't want to settle his name. But somebody know what the hell went on,
So
and they won't
okay,
tell it.
yeah. Oh
But
man,
you've been on a little jihad since that damn show, since we did the Monday night show on
hey
this, cause you
man,
done drop about 6, 7 videos on it on your IG.
hey man.
That you know what the other reason why I didn't come in on Monday
Why?
because of Mr. TJ, Mr. 411. Personal vendetta versus Di. You know
He
what I
got a
meant?
personal vendetta against Dion.
Hey man, I only posted like 12 videos on about Dion yesterday. Man. That's all.
Man, you
Oh
going back
man,
3 years, man.
Hey man, it is. That Dion
hey,
did that to
it's
me,
He
man.
it's
gone, bro.
over.
Let it go. Let
It's
it go.
gone. It's over with, man. Leave it
Hey
alone.
man, hey man. I might, I might do that.
Cause if you ain't gonna drop videos on Willie Simmons, you can't drop none on
Oh, I
Dion.
did. I did. I just got to go dig it back up. But yeah, about
That
that.
just
'Cause
that just
when he
that
went
just
to
was for
Duke,
context.
when he went to Duke, and what for the running back position?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
had Brian. You
What
want to
he
rap there?
what he doing now? Is he still running back coach or is he?
he gone.
Oh,
So he head coach.
oh, he went to
He
another school
head coach.
then. He
He
went like
head
to
coach at
FIU or something, didn't
FIU.
he? Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. He went to FIU. That's what it was. Yeah.
But
Oh,
it was just a play that he had to do. They
yeah.
just didn't want to say he came straight from HBCU. They wanted him to coach somewhere else first. Then all of a sudden the next year from running back coach to a
The
head coach
head
back to a
coach.
head coach.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's building a resume. It's just like when Dale went from Georgia Southern to
Same thing
Georgia.
Dion doing.
No,
Same thing
Dale
Dion
went to
doing.
Georgia Southern and then went to. You gotta remember, he technically he was the head coach of Georgia Southern when they went to their first bowl game.
Come on,
But
McGee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
then he took the job as recruiting coordinator slash running back coach in Georgia,
Right.
and then he doubled back to get a head coaching job.
At
Mm-hmm.
Southern State. Yeah. All right. We'll see. Oh, by the way,
And Georgia State ain't no bad job neither.
no, that's a great
No,
job
not
to
at all.
have. I wouldn't mind with living in Atlanta and working, but
Not even that. He can
yeah,
get if he can. They're putting tons of money down there into there anyway.
yeah,
And if he can get the kids, he can get. It's almost like you only got Georgia in the state. If he can learn to keep, if he can start keeping everybody else in the state at Georgia State, he's gonna be fine.
yeah, yeah. And then he got
Yeah.
Hugh Jackson over there coaching with him.
That's where Hugh Jackson ended up at.
Yeah, yeah. He coordinator
He the
now.
quarterback coach or the offensive coordinator or something
I
like
think
that.
he's coordinator. He's coordinator over there. Yeah.
Hey
Mm.
man, what's up with the re-interview of him, man?
Uh, if he's out there listening, we definitely hope he uh does it again. He did mention to me that he would do it again. So we'll get Hugh Jackson. And thank you, Hugh Jackson, in advance.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was a huge interview, bro.
Yeah, yeah, we
I
got
appreciate
no,
you letting
well,
me be a part of that.
you might not be able to get Hugh Jackson second time around because he don't have an axe to go around no more.
well,
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, he didn't grind to act like he could have when
yeah,
because we asked the questions.
yeah,
Yeah,
Hey,
but
I missed that one, bro. I'm gonna have to go to the channel.
yeah,
We're gonna have to repost it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to repost some of those.
Do you still got it?
Well, you know the story about the YouTube, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, YouTube
That
really.
one was an unfortunate casualty when he lost that first page.
Uh,
Yeah,
and
hey, bro. I knew it was going that way because I used to watch your page for all the content.
yeah, now you got to look at the new page and the TikTok page. And and-
I said, how this man got all these videos on him, bro?
hey
I
man,
said, I told Corey, I said, I don't believe that's gonna stand up. When he told me what happened, I said, I knew that it was coming.
but you know what? TikTok is strong. So if you get, I don't know if you get those TikTok updates, you'll be good. And the IG one.
This your biggest
Oh,
platform. I'm gonna say this, man. You better go on and try to get monetized before they cut it off.
Oh yeah, because
yeah,
Make you a couple
yeah.
dollars on here
Cause
before.
I be watching old dude out of I think he from Louisiana, but he have on everybody gear. Yeah, Colorado gear on, yeah, LSU gear, and be wearing them shades.
Who you talking about? What the name?
He on TikTok. I forget his name.
Colorado gear and LSU gear.
He
he don't
yeah
advertise. Don't worry about it. He don't advertise. Don't worry about him.
Mm.
Yeah,
Bro, that boy got a big platform, dog.
Well,
Like what we doing tonight. Oh, he
hmm
had about 24. He had about 24 geared in on there.
Yeah. All
But
right.
yeah, he be sometimes just hit live and just scroll up and you'll find some what you call
Okay.
some
Okay.
pages that what you call yeah.
That's what's
A
up.
lot of time be these women at night with their bed clothes on, and I'm like, man, come on, bro.
why we can't
This
get none of them over here? Get them over here.
yeah,
Come on.
nah, Tony.
Look here, man. Ain't no law against looking.
hey,
Ain't
I'm
no law
saying
against
though,
looking.
I'm just saying,
Brown,
I'm saying
Brown,
that,
Brown, Brown,
uh,
Brown.
what,
Don't get
what?
him. He. I'm trying to think which frat brother I want to compare him to. He
Bring them
Uh-oh.
on up here with their bonnets on. I want to see them. Yeah, come on. You leave your bonnet on. We ain't gonna bite you. Well, they ain't gonna bite you. I might.
see,
I'm talking.
y'all.
They be in their bonnet with their makeup on,
That
and
that that
I be
that what
like,
I like.
damn.
That what you like there, Tug?
That what I like.
All right.
Man, y'all
Eh,
see,
Hey,
see
Hey,
TikTok
hey,
is
cause
a
they don't know that. That's why they call me Hot Tub.
that man will come on
hey,
here. That man
TikTok
will come on.
wild boy.
That man will come
Tick,
on here with his wrestling mask on. I'm just trying to tell y'all.
Uh-oh.
They don't know
I'm
about that.
trying to say,
Looking
they
like
They
this
don't
is
know
wild
that
boy.
wrestling
loot
number
store.
two.
Hey, all I can tell you, they be monetized. They be monetized, and they come on here every night. Some of 'em.
Hey,
Wow.
make you a lie. Call it 401 after dark.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
Lord.
Yeah. If I see that dude, I'm gonna send you a page 401.
Yeah, do that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, cause he claimed he a LSU fan. Now he be dogging Brian Kelly out, but now when Colorado play, yeah, Colorado get on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
All
saying?
I'm gonna say
Then
is I stand by this because I Brown, Tyrone, y'all know my opinion. Good coach, bad place.
yeah,
Okay.
He just don't fit.
nah, and that what he be saying. He be saying the same thing. But then he hate Bama. Now he hate Bama now.
Because
Well,
you
I
see,
mean, I hate Bama too, so
you ain't got no
Eh,
reason to hate Alabama. You just hate. You just want to hate Alabama because that's some new rivalry, Georgia and Alabama.
I am a dog through and through. Everything
I
Georgia, I
got you.
represent.
I know, but the Georgia and Alabama rivalry is just some new stuff. That's new. That's new news. That's just
It's been going on a while.
the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's a while. You
That's
don't
when it
think
just
they
got
gave a little
good.
time?
That's when they just got good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All the other time we were kicking their ass.
Oh
Uh-oh.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Now see, Brian, we was up here getting along, talking like we good old friends. You
we
got to bring
hey
that
we on
man
hey bro, and we always gonna get along, but we still gonna take shots. That was a pie shot.
I see.
A little something to the ribs.
Yeah, a little
You
jab.
hit me with a little 22 on that one.
He hit you with that Stephen A. That Stephen A.
Yeah.
jab.
Every
Nah,
time
he
they
hit
be
me.
good, every time they be good, we go after them and tear their ass up.
Show, goddamn, dude. I can't even lie. God,
Damn.
that, boy, I was at a couple of them games too, bro. Heartbroken in the motherfucker at the SEC championship.
This shit started when who was it? Eric Zaire, Eric
Gunner.
Zaire,
Gunner was there.
and
Mm-hmm.
He Gunner.
Shula was the quarterback.
Yep.
'Cause when your boy Matt Stafford was there, when they put them black jerseys on,
Mm. That was '03, wasn't it?
yeah, you know that was the blackout game. And then Alabama turned the lights on.
And that's when
That
that was and that's what got Rick fired. Trying to be cute.
Mm.
Nah, that wasn't the
he
one that got
needed to
him
be
fired.
fired though, Coy.
He need to
That
be
ain't the
fired
one that
because
got him
y'all
fired.
no, he need to be fired because he won a national championship now. Oh, he got fired because of Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy fired that man.
How you say
Yeah.
that, Coy?
He
That
left
Yeah,
you
I'm
one
t-
more.
the SEC championship where Lacy
Oh, when
literally
he, yeah,
literally
yeah.
marches up and down the field.
Oh yeah,
Y'all had us too, bro. Y'all
yeah,
had
we
us.
did.
But all right,
Yeah,
well,
but yeah, all right, man. Just hit me up. Y'all want to do whatever you want to do.
yeah,
All
Yeah,
man.
right,
but
bro.
I like this TikTok format, man. This is a little more
Yeah, I
freedom,
do
bro.
too.
Yeah,
I
YouTube,
yeah,
you
like it
can't
too.
say a damn thing on there.
yeah,
All
yes.
right, y'all.
Well, y'all take it easy, man. We'll chop it up later.
All right,
All
y'all.
right, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.